There we go. Oh, I got a message.
Happy
I'm
Friday, y'all.
multitasking. There we go. Uh, yeah, I was down to the last minute popping this up. So I did a thumbnail. It took me all but I think 30 seconds to do the thumbnail. Don't ask me what it is, but I think I know who it is. But um, it's off of an anime, but yeah, it'll get everybody wondering what the heck is that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, we survived another one.
yeah. Well, and I kind of got this video for What Live here because he's in Georgia and everything. So
Uh-oh.
let me find it. That's going to be the next thing is find it. Oh, here it is.
Hope it's a good Georgia
Now
video.
this is how they advertise. This is on TikTok, and they advertise what they're going to have in their buffet that day. This being Friday, it's crab legs and seafood and stuff. So we're already starting off with food. So here we go.
Happy Friday, y'all, from the Rustic Grill, our all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Let's start off with the hush puppies, the fried shrimp, baked salmon with spinach and Alfredo, flounder, fried oysters, frog legs, deviled crab, fried okra, grilled shrimp, sauteed green beans with onions, steak with peppers and onions, cheese grits, mussels, those great crawfish,
Oh,
scallops, low
scallops
boil,
even.
Oh, wow.
and the famous crab legs. Over here we have the crab stew and the melted butter for those crab legs.
Yeah.
We have our sauces for our seafood and coleslaw. And of course, the all-you-can-eat salad bar. Come and see us this Friday night for our all-you-can-eat seafood buffet.
That look
There
good.
you go. um, and that um something. Well, everything's burled down there, but dang it, I had the name of it. But you should be able to search it down there. I guess it's a
Oh, that's
famous.
not far from me at all. That's down in Statesboro.
Okay,
That's maybe an hour south of me.
oh yeah. So you could actually go there and eat, and not pass out by the time you get home.
Uh Possibly. I wouldn't bank on it, but possibly.
Or find a nice rest area to pull over and take a
Oh
nap
yeah.
for an hour or something.
Yeah, I just looked. It's called the Rustic Grill. It's in
Yeah,
Statesboro. Yeah.
yeah, and it like they have uh I guess the other days are 13 and $14 when it's not, seafood stuff. Well,
Mm.
that's a lot of different seafood and things.
Oh yeah,
Up
for
here, that'd
sure.
be like $70,
Uh, and I don't.
if not more.
I'd say it's a southern thing that most seafood or fish restaurants in the South usually have grits. Uh,
Oh,
in the South, they go hand in hand like that.
yeah. That they don't even know what a grit is up here. The oatmeal? No, it's not oatmeal. Uh,
uh,
yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I think everybody got the heat today. It was a doozy today.
yeah.
Oh, you make grits? Now, do you
What?
make polenta or do you make grits? I think that's the northern version of it. And they have it has to be not instant because you can tell the difference between instant and
Yeah, yeah, you can.
I mean instant would be good for like in a hurry to but yeah I'm never a fan of that. Once I mean if you've never had grits and you had grits like the first time instant you'd probably think it was really good. But when you have, you know, where it takes like a half an hour, 40 minutes to make grits, you can tell the difference. Uh, Normal buffet is 13 or $14, they say. But the seafood one was $40, and that's all you can eat. And if you didn't want crab legs, it was $30.
Yeah, it's
Which with all that stuff, I could probably do without the crab legs and eat the other stuff.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy crab. I enjoy good crab meat if it's good, but I don't have the patience for doing all the cracking and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I just like to
Yeah.
get into it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, if I was going to fill up on stuff, I would probably want to fill up on the other stuff and then save $10.
I'm glad
Yeah.
I ate already. Oof. I might have to go down there and my
Yeah, I
nephew
don't.
lives down there. Next time I go visit him, well, I'm gonna have to ask him about it and see if he's been there. Pretty sure he has. He's about like me. He ain't gonna turn a good buffet down.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, already seen all those ones. Yeah, I was just making sure. Internet. Yeah. Well, I thought we were supposed to get rain today, but um it never happened evidently.
Same here.
Now it says there might be an hour of rain around 10 o'clock, but very doubtful. Let's look on well, actually there looks like there's a storm headed this way, so it might. Well, see that's we were supposed to get something last night and I was outside watching it because it was cool. Um, because all day yesterday the clouds looked really weird. It almost looked like somebody was up there painting these clouds. Um,
Yeah.
it was really weird. There, it was like on a backdrop. There was the weird painted clouds, and then there was clouds in behind, like it was somebody painted them on there. And
Yesterday or the day before yesterday?
yesterday, and um, so I went outside and I was watching the lightning and the weird clouds moving around and stuff. Um, and it just went right around the city. No rain. We ended up later on getting some sprinkles, and that was about it. But I went out and picked me probably about 3 gallons of jalapenos last night. Um, and most people pick them when they're green, but I like the flavor of them when they're actually ripe
Oh,
because jalapenos are technically not supposed to be green. They're supposed to be red. That's when they're ripe. And they have such a the flavor is so much better.
yeah,
But
you can taste the difference.
I still mix them. I still like having the green ones in there because they are a little bit stronger. when they're green. So I kind of mix them. But hopefully, maybe tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna make a bunch of salsa up. I did come up with. I looked around and around for recipes, and I came up with one with 14 cups of fresh tomatoes, 3 cups of onions, and this doesn't seem right to me, but I'll probably put like 2 cups, but it says a half a cup of hot peppers diced without seeds. That don't seem right. And then 1 cup of mild peppers or a bell pepper. That doesn't seem right. It seems like it's kind of mixed up. 4 cloves of garlic, which I'd probably almost double that. 2 cups of
Yeah.
lemon juice, a teaspoon of salt, or a tablespoon of sugar, a tablespoon of pepper, and a 12-ounce of tomato paste. And
Now,
that's the salsa right there.
quick question. I noticed you mentioned lemon juice.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to taste. Well, it depends on what I'm making, really. But could you use lime juice and it still be okay, or do
Oh
you have
yeah,
to use lemon?
yeah, and that's the thing. I'll go and look and see what's on sale. If limes are cheaper, I'll use
That's
lime, and
true. Yeah, that is
I
true.
would rather use lime.
Yeah,
But if
that's a
it's
good
too
point.
much, I'll use lemon.
I don't blame you. Same here.
Yeah, lime's got a better taste for that kind of stuff. And you don't have to, but you kind of do. I mean, there's the whole acid stuff, that deciding if you want to how long you're gonna water bath for. Um,
Shrimp man.
uh, Cilantro's good. You can add it to it after. Uh, the whole process of cooking cilantro is sometimes hit or miss with uh, different people. So I tend to just leave it out because some people like cilantro and some don't. And then when you cook it, it amplifies it. When you can it, it amplifies it. So sometimes it's best to leave it out. And then if somebody wants cilantro, you can add it after.
I love cilantro, but it's weird how some people they say they have that gene that makes it taste like soap to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that is weird.
I love cilantro.
Me too.
But again, you have to watch when you're cooking it because some
That is
people
true.
it has different taste to it. Yeah, see? And that's what I think. It's best to leave it out, and then if somebody wants to
That's
add it to
true.
it. Yeah. Um what was that? Hey Eric, how's it going?
Hey, good evening.
Good to see you, buddy.
How you doing?
Oh, not too bad.
Good.
No singing tonight, Eric, please.
Yes, little birdie told me that. I don't
I was like,
understand.
really?
You
And
got,
I was like, did I not pause or did I not mute the music? And then I went back to check see what it was, and it was your 3 second debut.
but
And I
well,
was like, are you serious? It's 3 seconds.
yeah,
And what
it's just that group that sits around looking for an opening.
I was like, what? And he didn't even sound that good.
No, I don't. I'm a horrible singer. But
It was no big. All I had to do is go in
how
and
come
erase
other
them.
people can stream and do covers and they don't get?
Well, it depends. If you're not monetized, you can get away with it a lot easier.
Oh,
And then you still have to go back and erase it anyway.
Okay.
or you have to take a class.
So I'll just say one word then, and they'll never know.
Now, it, as canning salsa, does that sound like a good salsa? Because they were pretty much a lot alike, except for like I said, I'm gonna have to tweak the
Ratio.
jalapeno ratio, because I don't think that's enough. Half a cup of jalapeno for 9 jars.
No, shoot.
It doesn't sound right.
Oh, you half a cup for a snack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
definitely a good starter base. Yeah, and you could tweak it as need be.
yeah, and I was also thinking about doing a batch where I smoke some jalapenos and the tomatoes,
Do it.
and see the taste comparison. I'll do one batch, because by the time I get one batch done, I'm gonna have enough tomatoes to do another batch. I still haven't, and these are the purple Cherokees that I'm using.
That'd be
So
good.
I may reduce the sugar too, because the purple Cherokees are a lot sweeter than San Moranos. I used to have another recipe, but I could not find it anywhere. So that's why I went looking for, and I'll actually I'll go ahead and put the link in case anybody wants to check it out.
And you could always make a Georgia cowboy edition. You could add peaches.
Yeah,
There you
peaches
go.
are good though. Peaches
Yeah,
and salsa. And the good thing about the salsa, you can use it in chili and stuff like that too.
yeah. Sorry, you got all your base ingredients: garlic, onions, tomatoes, peppers.
Yeah, the plabantos, I'm gonna use those instead of the bell peppers.
Mm.
Even though I should have another pepper ready to go, or a couple peppers ready to go.
You should do one of the. If you're gonna do a smoke batch, you should try to do a smoke batch with the poblano's. I bet that'll give it a real good flavor.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do everything except for the garlic and stuff,
Yeah,
the onions and all that stuff. That just the peppers and tomatoes I'll put in the smoker maybe. Have to dig it out, but that'll be next batch though. Yep, mango. If you can get good
mango
mangoes.
or pineapple, even pineapple.
Yeah. See, I was gonna do the cowgirl candy, but our pineapple in this area don't look too appealing. They're either green or they're overripe.
Yeah, same here. I get pineapples every now and then. Yeah, and it's kind of hit and miss. You think you got a good one, but
Yeah. Yeah, hatch. Yeah. I haven't grown them up here, but um
me neither. I need to add that to the arsenal.
yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, I think I'd rather have those than banana peppers. Um,
Oh yeah,
I'm hoping my cayenne pepper pull out of it a little bit. And the plant is actually starting to come about, and it's got some blooms, so I don't know how well it's going to do. Hey, Mad Elf, how you doing tonight?
He says the fishing's been good. Boy, where are you fishing at?
in the water. Oh, yeah,
She the peppers?
Ooh, that sounds good.
Smoked and
yeah. Those are some good peppers. Them shishitos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, sun gold. Those are good. It's too hot to go fishing right now.
You're not kidding.
Oh, the only way I go fishing is if I was halfway in the water with the fish, and I don't want to be in this water with the fish. Yeah, I seen driving the other day. I seen a lot of people fishing fishing in the river. It's way down now. South Maine. Oh yeah. Oh, there. I bet you some good fishing up there.
Yeah. They got that native brook trout.
Hmm.
That's some good stuff. Stream fishing. I miss that.
Yeah. I have to go way up north to northwest to get any that kind of fishing around here. It looks like just past Mount Vernon. Oh, well, maybe not. Oh, there you are. Hey, Lake, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, not too
Hello.
bad.
Has appeared.
I heard fishing.
Fishing?
Four stripers over 40 inches. Wow.
Ooh,
Man,
Wow.
That's a lot of fillets there.
yeah.
oh, yeah.
Or as some people like to say, fillet.
Almost enough for what? For
You're
dinner.
right. You're right. I love it. I hadn't been this season yet or this year, but I do enjoy it though.
Yeah. I mean, depending what kind of fish it is, but
Right.
the lemon pepper and dill. That's
Oh. Yeah.
butter.
You know what? I found that too. A little friend, well, a very good dear friend of mine told me.
What?
Kinder's, the seasoning.
Unfortunately, too big to keep.
What? Yeah, there's probably an overslot there, just like down here.
Yeah, too big or too small. You have to find that medium.
Oh,
I think here on Snook it's 28 to 34, and anything over or under goes back in the drink.
hey, Lewis, good to see you.
Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
Hey, Lewis.
28 to 31. Okay.
Oh, how's your garden going this year? I've heard again up north, up in Canada, they're doing the hit and miss too. There's some gardens that are doing really good, and then some that just aren't producing anything. It's weird. Hey, Bigfoot.
He might join us.
That's kind of another perk about these different collaborations and people posting videos in the community. It's kind of like
Yeah.
a digital diary. You know, you kind of see how things were and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, I'm at the point to where I'm about done with grow bags. This is the second time, and well, the thing is, it's weird that the grow bags took damage from the hail and the buckets didn't. So, I don't understand it. I mean, because the hail hit the plant, it didn't hit the container. So I don't know what effect hail had over grow bags that didn't have on buckets.
Buckets.
Oh.
And I had my cucumbers in in a raised bed, and they got a lot of damage. So I don't know. It's one of those things.
Grace, we're still
Oh, that's
recouping.
okay. Oh yeah, 1 week usually takes about a month.
Yeah, we're still recouping. We talked to Rich across the road and he understood. He's like, yeah, that's long.
Yeah. There's so much with the cat issue. Oh boy. There's a whole big old thing about it right now. And evidently the people who left the cats there, one of the cats evidently belonged to somebody else. And all of a sudden figured out it was missing 3 days later or 2 days later.
That's a different
And
story.
we're looking for the people who stole the cat. And we sure didn't steal it because we took it and cleaned it up and fed it and all that stuff.
Right.
So it'll probably end up going back, unfortunately.
Yes.
But did talk to the lady at the animal shelter and set us up with somebody else that has kittens that's not yet taking them to the animal shelter.
Mhm.
It is, so we're supposed to go pick them up. The kitten's doing good. I mean, it's nice and healthy and everything, and it's eating. But unfortunately, it's one of those things.
But it won't be going back to that situation because the cat was actually stolen into that situation.
No,
Oh,
the house that they just up and left, evidently they took the cat and it made it an outside cat. And technically I could, get involved more into it, but it would be, yeah. So we're going to set up a thing to where there, and that's where it gets tricky. There's a lady that's in between it all, is like a somewhat of a
Liaison.
moderator.
Yeah, moderator.
And I think she's on the busybody side.
mhm.
So she said it was a stray cat. So we thought it was a stray cat. And
Mhm.
yeah, the other cats were homed and everything. And then this was the only one that was left. And then oh, have you seen our cat? Our cat's missing. And then, yeah,
Sounds fishy.
it's one of those things. Yeah.
It sounds fishy. Hey, PJ. Hi, Madoff.
Yeah, that's what I said. And my biggest thing is probably, because I'm trying to stay out of it, is probably going down there and talking to them and saying, this is where I'm coming from. We were told this was a stray cat. It's been out in the wild and in that house for weeks or a week or something like that. And
Right.
nobody's claimed it. So we claimed it and took care of it. And now all of a sudden they
Now,
put money into this cat. I don't know where the money came from, but
I'd want to know what got done with it and where they took it.
Yeah.
Seriously, that could happen.
Yeah.
Proof. They would need proof of where they took it, what was done.
Yeah. The only thing is what I said we should have done in the first place, and what my friend at the animal shelter told me is they needed to be involved in it. They take it down there. It sits there for 30 days. you get first dibs in adopting it. And technically, I could have probably kept the cat here as a foster for that 30 days and then just kept it. But
And
uh,
Grace says, let them pay the vet bill if they want it. I mean, it needed care.
yeah. Well, we didn't take it to the vet because there's no signs of. We gave it a bath
And
and
it
all
was
that.
already at the shelter, right?
Yeah. Next month we would have got it fixed and everything. Even though there's no chance because in the city I wouldn't have an outdoor cat. That's asking for the poor cat to get ran over in
Ours
this area.
doesn't go out. Ours doesn't go out.
Yeah.
And he has no interest in being out. He's perfectly fine in the windows.
Yeah.
He does that weird chirp thing
Oh,
when he
that's what I was
sees
going to
birds.
ask. Birds.
Yeah, birds and like little chipmunks and squirrels. He makes that chatter, and his
Yeah.
mouth does this. Yeah, it's like a chirping cluck noise he makes.
Yeah. It's to lure the bird or chipmunk in. Yeah,
Oh,
it's very expensive, and that's why I contacted because sometimes they'll give out coupons where you can get half off. Sometimes, and it's if they even have them.
What's that?
To get the cats fixed.
Okay, spayed or neutered.
Yeah, because
Okay.
some places it's over $200.
here at the shelters, whatever you like, it's anywhere from $200 to $400. You pay, and then the first, I think, 6 months plus, if you know the neutering, you bring it back, and they do all that. It's covered in that $200 or $600.
Oh, okay, for adopting. Yeah.
Yeah, for adopting, it's covered under that when you adopt it. But you
Yeah,
have to bring it back to the vet like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Here it's to adopt it's $80 for a cat, and then they'll do shots and all that, and then again, this is sometimes they'll give you a coupon for half off to get it neutered, and then that's sometimes you just have to pay the full bill. But like all my cats, I took them up there and done it all at the same time, which we didn't have carriers, so they were all in the back seat of our car, and they had nurses coming out. They had 5 nurses coming out and carrying and grabbed the cat and brought him in at the same time, and then brought him back out to the car when it was done. And I got a discount because I did it all of them at the same time.
Right.
Which still cost me an arm and a leg.
I bet.
And they're nards. $125 at rescue, but it goes to
got music.
Yeah.
Eric, is that music?
I'm sorry?
You got music in the background?
It's the TV. It's a commercial. Sorry. Is it that loud?
Yeah, he might
be. Yeah.
He might get kind of hit for that.
Well,
no, that's okay.
I'll just erase it if it does.
Yeah, he'll just erase it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not as bad as his singing.
I like his singing.
Yeah. I can't believe it because I thought I didn't mute it because I played the video without the music, and it was Harris's face on there instead of whoever else is on there.
It was actually a commercial for children's cancer, and it was Christina Perry who originally sang 1,000 Years.
Yeah,
that's what you were hearing. So.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no, I was talking about the one this morning.
Oh, who was
Yeah.
that dude?
Yeah, and I was like, I thought it because it told me who it was. It was Michael Jackson, and I thought, oh, I didn't hit mute, so I went back and listened to it, and it was only 3 seconds long, and it was Eric singing.
Oh Lord.
and that was when I dipped out early because of things, but you sounded just like Michael Jackson. That's pretty good.
No comment.
Wait a
No
minute.
comment.
Were
I
you
gotta
asking me like if Eddie, or was it? I just recently found out that it's not Eddie, are you okay? It's Annie, are you okay?
Right.
It took me this many years to figure
Really?
this out. Oh
You
yeah,
thought it was
yeah,
Eddie?
Oh.
yeah. I thought it was Eddie. Yep.
Oh.
We were on our way
No,
out,
no, 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 no.
and
That-
yeah, and I was totally just, and I'm like, I wonder if Eddie is okay. And Josh is like, what? Is it
Well,
Eddie?
I
It was
I went
Annie.
to school
Yeah,
with
it's
a Billie
Annie.
Jean, so
No, it's Annie.
Hey, Sue.
Yep. Not my, not my most embarrassing moment, but it was pretty embarrassing because I should have known that by now. Hi, Sue. Yep. Remember that? He doesn't even, he
Why
can't even hear
you're up
me.
to something, I can tell.
There's a lot of songs that everybody thinks. What Tom Petty song, Free Fallin'. Everybody thinks it says something else. There's lyrics in there that and it's like, what?
What is it?
And it's because
I'm gonna,
they'll sing the wrong song, and you'll be, what are you singing? The song, and it's no, that's not the lyrics.
I'll leave that one alone because I think I know what that is. That's funny. I'm gonna
But
sing that next time that's on.
there's a lot of songs. It's like that. There'll be people singing it, and it's like, but that's not what it. And they'll look up the lyrics and say, no way, that's not what they're saying. Even after they see the lyrics.
You know, you brought up TP. Did you know that he was the groundskeeper for University of Florida before he became famous?
Who's that?
Tom
Well, I don't know. Am I allowed to say his name?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's just
Tom Petty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it still sucks. He passed. I was like, yeah.
Great talent, too young.
Yeah.
Yes, I
he
am.
was a really nice guy too. You know, you meet some of these people and they're like major jerks. They're not. They're full of themselves and like, oh, I'm famous, and
Yeah, like Kenny
then there's
Rogers.
some that you would think that are like they're going to be that way, and they're just the nicest people. Sit down and talk to you and whatnot. Yeah, I remember went backstage with Poison and David Lee Roth's after he left Van Halen when he did Jump and whatnot, and David, we had to carry him into the Hilton in Phoenix. We drug him because he's a heavy guy. He's a good sized guy, and me and the drummer had a heck of a time getting him into the elevator because we had to prop him up on one side and then bring his legs in for the door to close.
I'm guessing it's not from heat exhaustion too.
No.
Okay, I got you.
It's the stuff that went on backstage.
So no, Jim Cantori is not in Florida yet, and he needs to stay out because wherever he ends up, there's a Cat 4 that comes flying right through. So
I saw where y'all might get some weather.
oh yeah,
I've been watching that on the.
yeah.
I've got that app there where it tracks hurricanes and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's a Carlotta.
Sounds spicy.
Spicy.
Yeah,
There's
It's
one
going to be
headed.
real moist here real soon.
There's
Nice.
one headed to. Well, it's just tropical right now, but could go into.
Oh, I got all the scenarios down.
Well,
My
the
brother's
winds
got a map at home with push pins, so he's tracking it. I'm like, relax, dude.
category
I'm talking
one.
on the West Coast, headed to Hawaii.
Oh,
This one on Oh, the one on the other side of Mexico.
Yeah, and then you got the other tropical storm. Sometimes the tropical storms are worse than the hurricanes.
Yeah, the PTC4, I guess they're calling it. 16 miles per hour, 30 mile per hour.
is that
Yeah, it was
tropical
a
cyclone?
tropical depression. And
Yeah.
it's
Well, see, I think they call them cyclones on that in that ocean.
Yeah, this is just on my app. It's called a PTC4.
oh yeah, because they don't name the
Tropical storm.
tropical storms. Yeah,
Unless they were a major hurricane beforehand. And then
Oh, they name tropical storms here. They don't name it. There's invest, then that's just the term what it is. First it's a low, then it's an invest. Oh, we've had many tropical storms with names. They're sometimes they're worse than hurricanes because they're slow moving.
they
And
drop so much
don't
water.
rain. Yeah. Dana, you're filling sandbags? Dang. Yeah.
I think B was still looking for her snorkel. Last time you
It's
correct me
probably
if I'm wrong. It was like 10 inches of rain that she said.
That's projected, yeah.
if it's
projected.
B, it's probably in that car that she said that was full of
Junk, yeah.
Yeah,
Look how-
might want to look in that
There
car.
she is.
yeah. I know if nothing else, we're definitely gonna get a lot of rain here from it in my area. It's already projected to get a bunch of rain coming.
Oh, Georgia's going to get hammered with rain.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need it.
I did the rain dance. Remember, I said I did the rain dance the other week, and look what happened. Yeah.
I would have been a fly on the wall to see that rain dance.
There was a lot of mosquitoes. There was a lot of mosquitoes.
We're still waiting for that video.
It was a knee slapping good time.
They labeled it as inappropriate for some reason. I don't know why. Still trying to review it and edit it.
On when you do those rain dances.
Because the cutoff shorts need to be a little bit longer next time.
Gotcha. That could very well be their point. I could Photoshop something on there. I think I can do it.
You don't want to end up like that, whatever you want to call them, in the opening.
No, I don't want to be a come on, man.
You know the thing.
It won't be the Florida man anymore. It'll be the Georgia man stories. Local Georgia man.
Or that dance like no one's watching. But
Yeah.
if you're gonna put it on YouTube, you need to wear clothes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, we've been getting. I wish I could give you guys some rain. We've been getting too much rain.
Yeah, we're involved in the Israel thing now.
Mm-hmm.
The Hamas leader, evidently, we gave intel. Is what's being said now.
Oh yeah.
Where you at, Bubba?
Well, we've been there since the beginning.
Well, no, we gave
Because we
intel.
have our allies with Israel.
Yeah, they're saying we're involved in the actual killing because we gave intel.
Mm.
So that means,
Well, I ran.
oh, what time?
Yeah.
Actually,
They don't like us anyway.
it's Saturday there, so
Mm. Yeah, it would be because what is it? 6 hours?
yeah.
I always thought it was longer than that. Like their daytime was our nighttime. I mean, which it is, but it's 6 hours. It's different than like 12 or 15. Sue needs rain on the eastern. Yeah. Yeah, we've been under a heat advisory too, but we still keep getting rain through it.
Yeah, we did. Oh boy, we do have boots on the ground evidently now.
Oh, we do?
Yeah,
And,
they were
and,
deployed 4 hours ago.
oof, did you hear that? Bigfoot.
Yeah, because I said that they were headed over there on a ship. I don't know where or what. Oh, did he post something this afternoon? Yeah, I'm not getting notifications anymore. Let me bring up his Telegram. Oh yeah. Oh, no wonder. It's been muted. Okay. Uh yeah, something with brewing. Oh yeah, I already know about this one here. Uh
We'll be
Damn.
thinking of y'all, therapy, and everyone else over there in Florida and Georgia, or anybody else who's going to be in the path of this crazy storm.
oh, my USB's acting up.
Scary.
It's 4:20 a.m. in Israel.
Yeah.
That would make sense. 4:02, because it'd be 6 hours. It'd be like 3 a.m. Yeah, it'd be like 3:02. Yeah, that's our time though.
You'll have to explain that one a little bit more than that. The art of slap crap.
Oh, brother. What are you talking about?
I
Dude?
almost don't want to even know.
I do.
I can look it up or ask Allie. I have no idea. It doesn't look
Have you
good.
guys seen it? Slap crack.
Slap crap.
Is that the slapping contest that they have?
Oh,
I don't know.
well, that's a sport now. That's
I
an
know.
official sport.
That's a nasty sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name? I can't remember her name now.
Break someone's jaw.
Oh, dang it. She used to be in MMA.
Ronda Rousey.
No, she
Not
wouldn't
her.
last in that. She doesn't have a jaw for it.
Well, there's a bunch of different things between music and
If the stall, it sucks. What?
slapstick.
She actually she went to bare knuckle too, and she also has a what you call it, OnlyFans thing. She makes more money on OnlyFans than she did in the MMA.
All I'm saying is music. It's like something to
What'd you
do
say?
with
What?
So I can't think who it is.
I know who it is. I just can't.
It's an MMA fighter that moved to another league. You saying?
Oh, she went from MMA to OnlyFans, and then she went to bare knuckle, and then she went to the slapping thing.
Is that the little blonde?
Yeah,
That's Paige.
yeah, that's it.
Paige Van. Yeah.
Yeah,
what's her name?
Van Zant.
That's it.
yeah,
That's it.
Okay, I know you're talking about now. Yeah.
yeah. And she keeps doing this stuff because, it's, you got to have that adrenaline thing going. I'm like, why would you go bare knuckle? I was surprised because I remember when she first started in MMA, I was like, oh man, she gonna get messed up. And then I seen her fight, and I was like, oh crap, she tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's actually said something about that the dude fighting the girl.
Yeah, that's crazy. They even
She says because she knows some of the fights that she was in, and she said that there's something up. There's something odd about the whole thing because she's tougher. She's tougher than just quitting after one punch.
That could have been just her way of
Protesting
exposing what's going on.
I kind of do believe that she was coerced into something like that, doing something like that. But because the way she broke down afterwards, it's not that she got hurt. The fact that she gave that up. And that's why I think she was like, there's something.
She said she's never been hit that hard before.
Yeah. And I've seen her hit. You can go look at videos of her fighting in amateurs and stuff, amateur bouts and stuff. She's even fought men before, real men, not whatever that was. And you get these other groups that are sticking up for the it thing or whatever it was.
I mean, heck, if I didn't have certain standards, I would just join the women's Olympic volleyball team, and I'd be the LeBron of the men's cross gender volleyball. Or I don't know. It's insane.
Yeah. Oh. No comment. No comment.
I'd be careful. That's all.
Especially if that was for a medal or something,
Did you have a link last night?
Huh?
I don't think I got a link, Jeff. I really didn't think 101 was going to go live, so I didn't go on YouTube and check.
Does he want a link?
I already sent him a link, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was from last. Oh, Jeff can't find your channel.
Mine?
No, I think Grace's.
Grace's.
Grace, did you block Jeff?
You can still find. You can be blocked and still watch people's channels.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I'll send it to you, Jeff.
TH2.
IT.
See, I beat all you guys to it.
Where? Oh, okay.
Oh, I just sent it personally to him.
Oh, well, then he'll lose your email. So you have to send him another email on your first email. So you have to send 2 emails of the first
This
email.
is starting to sound like how to get to Bear Creek Road.
Wrong turn.
Wrong turn.
Oh,
No, that'll be about 34 minutes north.
oh wow.
Don't take any dirt roads.
I'm just looking at Telegram.
V.
Someone still hasn't deleted their history.
What?
Oh, there he is. I didn't even hear it beep. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
What's up, everybody?
Hi, Mr. Jeff and Miss Dixie. Mrs. Dixie.
Hello. I hope y'all have had a good day today. And Dixie says hello.
Hello.
Hey, Dixie.
Hello, Dixie.
It's been busy and interesting.
Now, on my phone, I cannot pull up YouTube. It is blacked out. It will not let me on until I download AI on it.
Until you download what?
AI.
No, something's wrong. I would turn your phone off and then turn it back on. First of all, if that don't fix it, you need to call Bushcraft.
Hey, Joe.
Well, who's telling you have to download AI?
No,
in the first place?
well, I done turn my phone off.
Oh,
I was
okay.
going to show you.
Yeah.
I won.
Never click on anything that tells you to install or log in.
A lot of windows have been showing up lately in different places, including people's phones. Do not click anything that's out of sorts. Don't believe all that you see that's on there, because
it could be Gemini.
Yeah, those windows will pop up and they don't mean a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you all that I've seen or know about, but there's a lot of stuff out there right now.
Yeah, everybody will be getting an email saying to not download Gemini, which is AI. It's just what to interact with it and stuff, because it's already embedded in Google.
Oh yeah.
Because anytime you search anything, Gemini is right there telling you the first thing, which is very dangerous, especially when you're searching for something in the Bible, because it tells its interpretation of the Bible.
That's why it's good to have a written book in hand.
Yeah.
You can go and fact check the internet.
Or if you don't know, you ask a Bigfoot.
Somebody.
Yeah. I have noticed that on the Google now on my phone. I don't know when they started doing that. Probably the last update. But yeah, if you look up something, it gives you a metaversal response first.
Yeah.
Well, are you coming on?
It probably has to update if you haven't done it for a while.
Did you turn it back on? Like you turned it off and then you turned it back on?
Yeah, it's back on. All right. Yeah, we're getting something.
You push the side button and hold it in?
Yeah, it's coming back on.
Okay. And then I would go and I would clear your cache and I would clear your browsing history. And if you change anything, make sure you write it down. If you know what I mean.
Jeff's going to be looking all over for some extra cash on his phone. Where am I getting this cash at?
Yeah, where's the cash at?
Yeah, the quiche.
Right. YouTube on my phone.
Mine does that.
Got
Mine
YouTube.
does that too from time
Hey,
to time.
Vester.
Hi, Vester.
Blake, have you bought chicken legs before?
Well, I only buy the front feet.
You saw it.
You ever go up to the grocery counter and ask them if they have any back feet and actually have the girl leave the register to go ask?
By the way,
No, I've not done that yet. The bad thing about it is down here, it's a chicken capital of North Carolina. So
Okay.
I've got to go somewhere else to do it.
Yeah, I don't buy chicken feet. I've seen enough of that in jars as a kid. I'm good.
oh, they're good. They're good.
No,
I
When
ain't
you
doing it.
when you put the whole thing and then you pull it right off of the,
No. If it
Just
can
leave
lick
it-
me, if it can
just-
lick me, peck me, or kick me, I ain't
The
eating
chicken
it.
foot?
No.
yeah,
No, I ain't eating no chicken foot. Ain't enough. What
Right?
you eating? What is
Just
that
like
eating?
that,
That's a toothpick.
just like that cow tongue. And if it can reproduce with it, lick me with it, or kick me with it, or peck me with it, I'm not eating it.
Well, at least a cow tongue. That's all meat. I can't imagine much meat on a chicken foot.
Why are you going to taste something that can used to be able to taste you back?
well, it ain't tasting anything.
Oh,
Well, not
son,
now. All
I don't know.
those taste buds and I seen that stuff in the basement in jars. I don't like it.
Okay, we're actually close enough, and this is oof, 12 minutes ago. We have warships close enough to ward off missile attacks, or not missile, but rocket attacks.
Yeah.
So that's why we're parked up there right now, because they're not going to have enough to defend that the city there. And Beirut, Iran have just blocked social media.
Well,
That's 59 minutes ago.
Yeah, I read that earlier that they did all that. It was
And
someone-
it's actually starting actually right now. There's already strikes in our base in Syria, military
we're
base
talking
in
about
Syria.
Iran.
It's more than Iran. It's
Okay.
It's all of their proxies.
yeah, it's a good bit of
Iran.
countries around there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now, I did see something just a little while ago. You know how Kamala is getting up on the podium and everything, saying that Trump will not debate her and everything. I told Dixie last night, she keeps running her mouth. He's going to end up debating her. Well, I just seen about 10 or 15 minutes ago, he has accepted her challenge. He is going to debate her.
well, they were supposed to meet at the that one-sided radio station. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
She didn't show up. He showed up, and they, it was left attacking him big time. That's all it was, and he stood his ground. And he's taking flack right now because of what is she? She doesn't know what race she is.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, I know, but
she's more confused than that Pocahontas chick.
Well, the man that does the consensus on all the presidents and everything, he done one on her. And it was stated a dump truck driver has more sense than she does.
Well, Jeff, you shouldn't say that because you were a dump truck driver.
Yeah, I know. See, that makes me a little bit on the proud side. I've got more sense than the vice
Yeah, but I
president.
wouldn't want to be in the same sentence with her, though.
Well, I used to be.
Okay, you got smarter.
Yeah.
Okay, if there's
But
any
I will
dump
say
truck
this.
drivers in chat, send all hate mail to Jeff. What are you doing? Get up
If
here.
there is any dump truck drivers in chat, press 1. I want to know.
I can do better than that.
No, you really did not have to.
All right, that's enough.
Fact check.
that-
They're going to fact check you for that.
Yeah.
That cackle,
The,
like a hyena.
the minions are out in force tonight, Jeff.
Ain't they, though?
Yep.
Yes, Sandy, I agree. Sounds just like a hyena.
Yep.
Evil.
It sounds more like a donkey.
Okay, let me put this up here. This is a few minutes ago. I'm going to mute it just in case they say something bad. Well, you got to see the one. That's our military base, United States, in Syria that just got hit.
So this is income.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I want to see some
I mean that's
outdoors.
what you do because you don't want our airplanes involved in it, even though we do have an aircraft carrier close by. But
Dude,
it's
do they
not going to
really?
be the same as because the aircraft carrier is only going to hold so much supplies. I'll put it that way. And it's a shame that that you have to go to. Why isn't it closing down?
Every time they fire into one of our bases, they give up their position. And
Oh,
That
yeah.
smell.
we've got fish over there that are loaded with tomahawks, and they're going to get spanked to keep it up. It's going to.
I'm
You would
wondering
think,
if
but
they.
how long is it going to take Biden to say hit him, or Jill to say go ahead and do it, That's the thing
Is there anybody in charge that's got sense?
well, somebody has already sent troops over and ships, so somebody's doing something. Who knows?
I'm
Texas.
still kind of up in the air about what's going on from this point till November the 5th.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. I'm not there yet.
I think
That's
I
true.
think this is more important than election time.
Yeah, there's a lot of more important things than elections, just saying.
Yeah.
'Cause This
Came out,
could
man.
be,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it because they're and I'm only on 13, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has to happen first, but this happening, it doesn't look good.
No.
Seeing as how let me rephrase that. Seeing as how their president is kind of incompetent, and the vice president is worse. Who's in charge?
Jill.
If you guys go back before he was in the White House, she's the one who spoke.
Hmm.
She even cut him off and talked over him.
Yeah.
I didn't see
I
that.
knew then. Yeah. If you go back and watch some of the stuff, it all makes sense now. She was the one running, not him.
Yeah. Did you remember when it was Christmas? I think it was the first Christmas. He even says, "Let's go, Brandon," and you could see her face,
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
You could see it on her face, like, oh. And ever since then, he's been cut off of what to say. They even put in, "Stop talking here," or whatever, and he still repeats that. They have to do code words now, and he forgets the code words.
Yeah. Pause, stop talking. Oh yeah. I should stop talking. That would be me. Duh.
No, that would be me. Hello, Miss Sniffer.
Mr. and Mrs. Sniffer. Investor. Hey, Vester.
Where'd you hear that, B?
Yeah, what was that? I emailed something to myself about that junk.
Yeah,
Well, see,
I've
when
been.
it comes,
You got to be careful with that talk.
Yeah, I might want to get rid of that, or I guess, I don't know.
Oh no, it's
The
fine the way
comments, okay?
yeah, the way it's worded there, it's fine. But
Okay.
yeah, I was going to talk about it earlier, but I was like, if I do talk about some of the stuff, I kind of put it toward the end so it doesn't get reported off so easily.
well, I'm
Until
kind of,
now they'll be watching to the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. Well, I'll get extra views until the end.
well, see, I'm kind of scared to look up stuff because the president before Trump, I was looking up some stuff on him. I got put on the watch list. So I kind of careful of what I look up.
Yeah. And well, out and about, I've been I don't know if I'm getting paranoid because I'm getting so much attention on the attempt on Trump. I've been seeing vehicles, and I don't know if it's me getting paranoid or with no license plates and following me around.
If you're noticing, then keep watch. Just
Are you safe when you go out now?
Oh, I'm
I don't
always
know
safe.
how else to reword that.
Yeah. I got this guy back here to protect me.
Okay.
He'll claw somebody's eyes out.
Gotcha.
yeah,
Wow.
never underestimate the attack cat. Seriously, my brother was going up the stairs one day and he had a cat crawl on his head and it did a number to his whole face and head and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. All I have
I
to do
don't
is
think
pay him in catnap or
And
catnap.
he was just bringing these people their mail. That's all.
I don't think a person is really truly knows how bad a cat can mess up a person. They can mess a person up worse than a dog can.
Oh yeah, cat
Oh.
scratch fever. The first day you've been scratched, you
Yeah,
can have a red line.
Watch out for cat chickens too.
Yeah, our chicken's like a dog.
I ain't gonna say nothing to that.
Yeah, that's why I've been wanting to do something over on. Actually, do we have it? Oh, nobody on Twitter tonight? Wow. Or X.
On X.
Yeah. This morning I had 14 people over there watching me.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello, CJ.
Hey, CJ. Yeah, when I had my pet
Hi.
chicken, it was a rooster though. It was Rhode Island Red.
Ooh.
So yeah, cats, dogs would wander in our yard. He would tear them up, and I ended up having to put a fence around my yard because of other dogs and cats wandered in my yard. So he had a little trail where he would walk around the edge of the fence that he had worn out. And this is in Tucson, Arizona, so there's no grass. Trail where he would walk around. So you would go around. He would go around and patrol the yard, which was funny. And if anybody came close, he'd do his little thing where he'd kick his spurs up and whatnot.
Mm.
Does YouTube have a delay or something like that?
Did my chicken have a delay?
No, YouTube. Do they have a delay on streams now?
Yeah, they always do.
I didn't know that.
And it depends on your internet connection too.
Yeah, it varies. Usually it's about 5 to 10 seconds, but sometimes it can be longer.
Well, see, the reason I brought it up is I think Lake mashed a button and I heard you say what you already said.
I didn't push no button.
Really?
No.
It might have been Eric's TV in the background.
Might have been. I was actually muted for a while because I was asking Bigfoot a question, which he fell asleep. So I was talking to a sleeping person.
Can you still hear that?
Oh, that's a good. I don't know. That would be, for them.
Well, that's the thing. If we're at
to figure it out, lawyers and stuff.
If we do go, the Prez stays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh, darn.
Yeah.
That is scary.
That's a thing. That is a thing.
And actually, let me, because I was going to put this video up again, but here, and I'll probably have to.
So FDR did it in the 30s and 40s. He served for 4 terms. The only president to ever serve more than 2.
Yep, because of all the.
What advice would you give a young lady wanting to become president of the United States?
Well, I hope we do have a young lady at some point become president of the United States. I can tell you how I think it will happen, because it won't happen in the normal course of events. Either the Republican or Democrat political party will nominate a man for president and a woman for vice president. And the woman and man will win. So you'll end up with a president, a male, and a vice president, a female. And in that term of office of the president will die. And the woman will become president under the law or Constitution. And once that barrier is broken, from then on, men better be careful, because they'll have a hard time ever even getting a nomination in the future. But that's the way it's going to happen.
Wow, when was that video from? What year?
60,
Probably 79.
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah, 76 or 86. After he was president.
Do you know who the speaker is? Who the guy speaking was?
Yeah,
Ford.
Gerald Ford, President Ford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Y'all got-
that's actually the video that I made that got over 6 million views on it.
But y'all got to remember, wildlife wasn't born then.
Thanks for taking up on me. I appreciate that.
No problem.
All you gotta do is just say it's asking for a friend. That's all. Covers everything.
Yeah. I was gonna
I
phone
gotta
a friend. Now
remember.
you're really here. But yeah, it's weird. I wonder what was the driving force, or what really. I mean, besides the girl asking about, a woman president, what made him think of that particular scenario?
Yeah,
Because back then the politics was male driven.
oh yeah.
I mean, it was just unheard of. So that's basically
Yes, yeah.
scenario that would come.
Yeah. And this was after he was president. He wasn't president then. This was after he was president. It was speaking at I forget what it was called. I'll find out later tonight when I have to remove it.
Man, how eerily similar it sounds like today's events are, and that's over 40 years ago almost.
Yeah. Well, that's why I made a short of it, saying that how the first woman president was, because it was Biden, and I'm shocked that he lasted this long, because I thought it would be 2 years in, which you never know, could have been.
Oh, I also saw something else today. And I forget which house done this. But do you remember back when Obama was the president and there were certain things in cages and everything? And then when Trump come in,
Oh yeah.
they said that it was him doing it.
Yeah.
Well, they got the person who was in charge of releasing the photos,
Oh
video,
yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Let me tell you something. That was better than Trump court videos because, man, they got on him and her for doing that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was one of those. It's like the Russia thing.
Yeah.
They proved it wasn't, and people still think it's, and that's the whole point of doing it, is
Exactly.
you get that in their head and they think it's true, even when it's proven it's not true.
Yeah. You're right. 100%. Okay, I'm gonna hush up for a few minutes.
Well, speaking of 100%, did you know that today in 1909, the first Lincoln 1-cent penny was produced?
In 09?
1909.
Yeah, sounds
I was
about right.
thinking it was.
The first U.S. minted Lincoln penny.
Yeah.
I've got some silver wheats.
Yeah.
Yeah, wheat pennies. Yeah.
I would love to lay my hands on a 1909 SVDB penny. I think, what, $3 million for that penny? It's way up there.
Anyone want to hear what the truth sounds like in the media? Listen.
Crickets.
I don't know if it was Monday or last week. Remember we were talking about the White Sox, and somebody in chat said that
Their uncle played for them.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
remember who that was?
That was man, if you wouldn't ask me, I probably could have told you. What's her name?
Because you
Oh,
know what today is.
what's
Today,
today?
today was the Black Sock trial in 1921.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, that's what made me think about it. I was like, because on the AP News they put what happened,
I
in
missed that
today in
factoid.
history. Yeah, and in 1921, the verdict in Black Sock trial happened, and
Oh,
in
I do see that now.
1990, Iraq invades Kuwait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Today in history.
Thank you, country. But I was thinking it was more than that.
What an
Well,
interesting.
maybe it might have been at one time, but a lot of collectible things have went down in value.
True. Very true.
Like I know it's going to be a weird thing, but Charizard Pokemon card used to be worth $1 million. Now you can actually buy it like $700 or $800 now.
Dang, I missed my window.
Yeah. And
I
I was
never
like,
have gotten mine
wow.
appraised. I've got some old sets still sealed up.
I mean, there are some, if they're taken care of and everything. Wow,
Yeah.
look at this. I haven't seen this name in a while.
Texas Redleg. Hello,
Hey,
sir.
how's it going? Good to see you.
He
Good to
must be
see you,
bored
buddy.
of the
Hi, Texas Red Lake.
night.
That's about right.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier today, stock market's going down and crypto's going down, and
Everything's going down except
yeah,
for
it's time to
groceries.
start kind of making sure you have all your stuff
Yeah.
watered, all your water jugs all
Filled
filled
up.
up, and your extra gas and all that stuff. Change your oil in your generator.
What
Oh,
extra
definitely. Do y'all have any Circle K gas stations near y'all?
Yeah, just one.
somewhere?
Be on the lookout. They have these deals sometimes. I don't know about y'all's, but what was it, yesterday? They had every grade of gas, even diesel, 45 cents off, regardless of what you do. A gallon. It's 45 cents off a gallon. And then
Wow.
if you had the Circle K app, which is the only gas station that I got the app because I can get discounts on certain things, but you get it if you had the app, you get an additional 25 cents off. So it was like $2.40 a gallon. I filled up all the
Dang.
jugs I had. No limit.
Country, I didn't think they made that many of them. And he said a 1909 now is worth $9.95. And he saw another one which was $14.95.
Odd. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff that, and there are some people that might take advantage of this and buy a lot of that stuff up because you never it could go back up again if our depending who we get in office and stuff how things go from there.
The way fashion, never mind. I need to hush.
Yeah.
In 1876, Wild Bill Hickok was killed in Deadwood.
Yep.
That's only three things or four things. 1790, the first United States Census was created.
Yeah, it was a little over 3 million people, they say, at that time. Think about now, you got cities with more than 3 million people in them.
Yeah. Well, just for the U.S., what is the population?
Oh, look at this.
Over
This
300
is
million.
kind of ironic. In 1934, German President Paul von Hindenburg died, paving the way for you know who to take
Yeah,
office
yeah, he
or
took
take
office
over.
today in 1939, I believe, or 38.
Yeah. Oof.
They can't afford to have every American drive an electric car.
Huh?
They can't possibly do it with our grid.
Oh, no way.
I
There's,
was reading in chat. Hey, that prep.
yeah.
The
Long
average
time no.
American can't afford it now.
I've been on a sabbatical here and there.
Oh, yeah. I was on another page looking at the today in history thing.
You want to see the zucchini that left here? I didn't get a picture of it, but my daughter sent me a picture of it at her house.
Are you carrying it like a baby?
No, it's on her counter, and she had to curve her arm around because it's goosenecked the way it grew. Yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, take whatever one you want. That's the one apparently she took. Like, have fun with that.
Oh, the Watergate thing was,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know how much of that we can even talk about either.
Yeah, well, the last week it's been the anniversaries of all the congressional hearings and the releases of the tapes, and
Yeah. Yeah. You've got me sitting there looking at the history of each day now.
that's what I do. That's one of the things I love it. I love doing
Yeah.
that. You
Yeah,
know,
in my opinion, you started that first,
Oh, yeah.
long time ago.
I know people tell me sometimes I need to do that like a video or something, or like a short, and then
Yeah.
now I'm going on here, and now look, I see all these channels popping it up. Hey, on this history, the ice cream truck was invented in Manhattan, New York. Believe it or not. I'm like, I was thinking about that, you know?
Well, you were thinking about it, but you were already actually verbally doing it on other channels without
Yeah.
even, you know.
I got a fan somewhere. I appreciate you, whoever
See,
you may
that's
be.
Yeah.
see, but the interesting thing, the way you do it is whatever we're talking about, you find out what we're talking about and tie it into what happened 30 years ago.
That's the fun part about it. That's
Yeah.
why I do the twist.
Right. Yeah, it makes it more interesting.
Maybe
I
I'll
did
start
see
doing
that.
that. Put out little shorts and try to, I don't know.
You see the Albert Einstein one.
Yeah, where he met with FDR about the explosions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah, I see a lot of this stuff. I just don't know the wordage of what we can talk about, or
yeah.
not so much what we can, but what is allowed to be in the
Okay.
spectrum.
What am I missing here? Bees power slapping people.
Well, she finally got what it's actually called, the sport of power slap.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought she was going after somebody.
Hey, Ragnar.
I'd do bare knuckle before I did the slap fights.
Yeah, that'd break your eardrum.
Yeah, I don't know. People love it. They can't sign up quick enough to get volunteered into it.
Yeah.
There was those two wrestlers way back in the day. I'm trying to remember.
Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior was a trip, man. He was all energy.
Yeah.
It was
I always thought that Man, I bet you he sleeps real good when he goes to bed. He was always like amped up to 900.
Believe it or not, you can look it up. Hulk Hogan was actually officially born here in Augusta, Georgia.
Oh, was he?
Darn.
Yep.
Where does he where does he live now? Probably down in Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Can't really blame him, you know.
Yeah.
I
If I
can't
had his
right
cash,
now.
I'd be on the beach too.
Yeah.
Be doing it Jimmy Buffett, you know. Sitting out there chilling all day with a fishing rod in the water.
Oh,
I would love that.
come on. Come up here.
Lake,
Yeah.
before this summer is over with, I'm going to catch a fish bigger than what you was advertising.
You mean bigger than I've caught?
Yeah.
Or bigger than the one my sister-in-law just caught last week?
Well,
Well, I'm talking about the one you was holding up in the picture this week.
Which one? Oh,
the-
no, those ones are small. That's not the biggest I've ever caught.
she caught a 6'7" one.
I ain't talking catfish.
Neither am I.
I'm not talking about no Bigfoots.
6'5" and a half.
Oh, okay.
You got to put that half in there.
Now, my biggest I've ever caught, I think, was 29. My sister-in-law caught 30.6 last week. That was good.
All I gotta say is Bigfoot needs to learn the difference between cold water and warm water. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do y'all remember Wolfman Jack?
Yeah.
The wrestler.
No.
Oh.
He was a DJ.
I'm not gonna do it 'cause it'll mess my voice up.
He was born on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I
I was
cannot.
supposed to have met him with my dad, but I don't remember who he was at the time, so I don't remember.
What was it? Saturday Night Special he hosted?
In LA, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was LA or not, but I know
Well,
he
he
got
did have
his,
a show in LA, and that's when supposedly my dad and him met, and I don't
okay.
know why they met or anything like that. Just I remember my dad telling me, he said he'd hear it on the radio and says, me and you met him and so, and like, okay. I don't know who he is, but yeah, I always get a kick out of his intro.
Dana B says she remembered him on WIRK.
I was looking.
That's how he got his start, was a radio
Wait a
disc
minute.
jockey.
I used to listen to him every night up in Jersey,
Yeah.
especially the weekend.
What was the one in Cincinnati?
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's it.
Les Nessman.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
thinking
wait.
of Dr. Johnny Fever.
Are we
Yeah.
completely missing the fact that Dana's caught an octopus?
Huh?
Oh, really?
9:52. I caught an octopus.
Did you eat it?
That's cool.
Oh no, that's squid, isn't it?
Harvest Mary's doing surf it. You gonna use sand fleas for them drums, Mary?
That's cool.
I've
caught clams before. They clamped around my sinkers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
That
used to go digging those.
WBLS.
Yeah, I thought that's how you caught clams. Mine was a little unconventional and not on purpose.
You dig them.
Yeah,
you wait
but
for the
I
water
was
to go
back.
down and you see the bubbles and you use that
Yeah.
thing and dig them up.
I was fishing on the bottom and my sinkers must have went somewhere, but also like clams, they'll actually come out of the sand and then they'll do this thing with their
Yeah.
shell and move. So I had two of them clamped right around my sinkers on my fishing line, and I felt something tug, and it felt pretty heavy, and out come these big, huge clams, and that was freshwater.
Huh.
Yep, freshwater clams.
We're gonna leave that one alone.
What? Freshwater clams?
Good harvest, Mary just said.
I know.
Yeah. No comment. No comment.
Yeah. Hey, I read them. I call them like I read them. That's it.
There's I've been in those work vans. Those things are loud. The ladders going and all that stuff in the back. It's nuts. Especially when you get on the
Darn.
Grace, make sure you use linguine with the clams and clam sauce. But she knows.
linguine.
Well,
It's good.
Mary said the most she caught was 300.
And Regina's caught a shark. That's cool.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, I
thought
just
like
seen
two of them.
something.
They were good.
I
Sand
agree.
sharks are good.
I'll put it this way. Hey, Grace, did you follow me somewhere in the last day or so? 'Cause in case it's not you, I want to make sure it's you before I follow you back.
Good.
I don't know if she heard you. Grace, did you follow Bushcraft somewhere else in the past day or so?
I saw a Volkswagen van bus about the size of your palm. It was a record player. I want one now.
A record player?
Yeah. You set it on the record. Yeah, well, you cut it on, set it on the record. And it
Okay,
plays.
thank you.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. You can just have your record sitting down flat and that the device just sits on top and it plays it through that and spins around it.
Yeah. Can you imagine a hippie van record player?
Well, see, I was actually I looked at one of
Good night, Sue.
those vans. Of course, it can't go. It can't get up to past 70 miles an hour. I don't think 60. But I was sitting there looking at it, and I was trying to figure out how the heck would I sleep in it. And I'm not tall or anything. I'm 6 foot, but I'm because you can't sleep sideways. There's no way.
Yeah.
I'd have to stick my head out the window and my legs out the other side. And I was trying to figure out if I could do it from the seat to the back, and I still don't fit. And I'm like, how did they do this? And like, were everybody really short back then?
Well,
To
no, you're actually above average height for a male, so you are pretty tall.
Well,
And yeah, just
and
leave
I'll see these people that have these vans, and they're not the they call them a turtle shell that goes over top of the van, and you cut it out, and they'll be standing up, and I went in one, and I'm like, how are they doing this? Because I'm like standing like this the whole time.
That's me.
I can't. There's no way that would work.
Sounds like you need a Winnebago, Bush.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
They have the Sprinter vans that
They're
are
nice.
6.5 feet headroom, which you would lose that with the floor and putting insulation in the ceiling, but I would still be able to walk in there.
Well, what I'm looking for is, let's say, a 70 to 80 model van, custom van.
Yeah.
Is what I'd love to lay my hands on.
The only problem with that, you have to get a good motor and take very, very good care of it, because they don't.
Well, I'd pull that motor out, swap it with a 360 for one thing.
Well, that's the thing. It would have to be a good motor, because you're not going to get the mileage off those 80s models that they like the diesel 7.3. that's a million miles if you take care of it.
Well, the only thing it won't be driven, let's say, like every day. You know, I just want it so when me and Dixie decide we want to go to the mountains or to the
Yeah.
coast, that's it. You know, traveling van. That way we can rent a spot, and pull out the sleeping bags or whatever, and go to sleep in the van
Yeah.
with protection.
Oh yeah, that's you'd be surprised.
Yep.
Vans are more attacked. I'll put it that way nowadays because of the van life thing. It's an easy target because everybody thinks, oh, they got all this equipment in there for making videos. It's an easy score and whatnot.
Exactly.
Nowadays, the single girls that are in these vans, before they do anything, they're putting locks on these doors from the inside and outside, locks on their front doors and locks on the back door, and putting cameras so they can see what's going on all the way around before they do anything on the inside. That's what they're to be safe. Because I know multiple girls that have been they've tried to break in to their van when they're there by themselves.
They've been targeted.
Yeah.
Harvest Merry Moon, I was up there at the beginning of last month and got a bunch of peaches. And I'll tell you like this, they were some of the best peaches I've tasted. They didn't have no cabbage, though. She's going up there to where my daddy was raised and born at. We go up. I mean, it is what it is.
Them 7.3s are nice.
F-250.
It's hard to find them vans like that too, or just a regular van with a diesel in there. They got them Tridents. Those are hit or miss depending which ones you get.
Well, let me ask this right here, and I've never done it, never really heard nobody of doing one. But can't you take a gasoline vehicle and turn it into a diesel? I know you have to change the tanks and everything.
Yeah, you'll have to beef it up and stuff, though. That's one of the reasons that, and it's usually like a 3/4 ton plus that they do that. A 350 up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've told, is that the one that reads lips?
Huh?
I can't, where did she go? Wait a minute.
Oh, you mean Serena?
Yeah, ain't she the one who reads lips?
Yeah. She hard of hearing, so she reads lips. And mine's probably not the easiest lips to read because it's so much hair.
Hey, I'm catching up with you. It'd take me a few more years.
Yeah, we just got another report in. And I don't even know how to say this name, but it's Hellsbala, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
something like
that's the one they've been having all the trouble with.
Yeah, they reported evacuation command center from South Beirut stronghold. That was 2 hours ago. Or
Hello,
was it 2 hours ago?
country network.
Or was it 1 minute ago? Something like that. Yeah, they're
What are we
getting
gonna
hit
see?
right now though. Or they're
Dude,
firing
that
off. I don't know
scares me.
which one.
It kind of scares me a little bit. Now,
What's
I
that?
mean, what's going on over there?
Oh yeah, that's why I said that. I think we need to be more paying attention to that than election time,
Yeah,
because
I mean, you
Israel's
right
important.
there.
Because if Israel runs out of things to protect itself, it's going to use something else. Syria already got hit. They already attacked our base, one of our airstrips. So I don't know what'll be done about it, or who will retaliate on that. I don't know, but it's our. Well, I'll put it this way: there's reports of it being hit. You can see the explosion and everything, but who knows?
Barbara says she cannot see chat. She's got the phone to her ear to hear.
Oh,
So what do you think? While Bigfoot's sleeping, I'm going to make all the scallops.
well, I was going to do this real quick because just because Harvest Berry Moon is listening so nicely.
Excuse me.
Squeaky one.
Was that a copyright part? You might get a strike on that.
No, I have the rights to use these ones.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, those are some of the ones I used to use when Eric went shopping.
I know. I had to mute my phone. All the checkout girls were looking at me like that. Dude
Me too.
all it is methane. It's not a big deal, right?
Yeah, everybody does it.
So you put it down there, and then it's a little different.
Goodness. Goodness.
I think I can show.
I'm pretty sure I cut it off.
Let me open it in a new tab. Let's see if I can. There we go. Now, this is a few years ago, but if you don't know what a copperhead looks like, those were found under one of the barrels.
They stink.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And technically, those little baby ones are worse than the mama.
Mm.
Yeah. The muscles in their fangs haven't fully developed to stop, so they pretty much release all they got in one bite.
Yeah. The same way with the rattlesnakes and them the pygmy ones. Those are bad too. Take the rattle away. Oh, where is that? Let's see. Yeah, Israel at war. Has it been 300 days? Dang.
Wow.
115 hostages still.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
How many days did you say?
Day 300.
Okay.
Oh, it is. Okay, I thought I heard it coming on earlier.
When I walk out there, it ain't gonna be empty-handed. Oh, sorry about that. I forgot to mute it.
Yeah, and today is the third day that they mourn or whatever you call it over there. So yeah, that's why I was thinking tomorrow would be a major turning point there, which is tomorrow already there. So
Yeah. Pray for everybody in the middle of all that.
Those of you guys over on Twitter or X. Oh. Oh, yeah, there you are. Hey, bad dog, how you doing tonight?
It's another dog brethren. Probably a bulldog fan. Go dogs.
New box of crayons. Fishing
off the chain.
for Eric.
Just for that, I'm gonna color.
Yeah, I was just talking that Syria's airstrip has already been hit. I guess ours, or one that we control. I don't know how much of it is ours, but yeah.
And you said with the social medias being down in certain places, that lets you know something.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jim.
Once you start, they turn off social media and stuff like that, and you know something's happening.
What is that?
That's a scallop.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
I blotted them dry with a paper towel. Well, Bushcraft's always showing food, so I figured I might as well cook. I'll cook them that way I don't have to bother with them tomorrow because I've got steaks marinating since, when did I marinate those steaks? Was it?
Hey, Jim.
It was yesterday morning or today? Was it last night? I don't remember.
You're talking about you marinating?
Yeah, when did I?
That was this morning.
It was this morning, yeah, because we're going to have those tomorrow on the Blackstone.
Oh, yeah.
And to go with those sirloins, I'm going to do these scallops, but I figured I'm going to do the scallops now and just stick them in the fridge and we can just warm them up tomorrow.
You realize I'm hungry at this moment, right?
Well, didn't you? You ate. So did we.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That was hours ago.
Yeah.
And I got
Jim, I sent you a link if you want to jump up.
We've got fresh garlic and lemon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the butter or the bacon grease?
Right here.
Okay.
Go.
Shows the bacon
Got a whole
grease.
slab ready.
Old Bay. Yep.
Yeah, I kind of want to pick Jim's brain there with the chips and things going on with NVIDIA and Intel. I think there's something getting ready to hit with that.
I hear Twilight music again.
Yep, same commercial. Hamna, 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 no one can hear nothing.
That's a good one.
And let's see here.
Go
This
Braves.
this is just for Jeff here.
Uh-oh.
Guess what time it is? You know, it's about that time of the year that Jeff, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. My brain is trying to think.
He's trying to think away from these scallops. He loves scallops.
Well, what did you say they were going to pull out? You know, the playbook when it gets close to election time.
Okay. What's going on now, for one thing?
No. What haven't we heard for a while?
Man,
The
you know, I
alien.
said what I said yesterday.
Hey, you don't want to piss that man off.
Done it now.
The alien.
Oh,
Yeah.
The aliens are coming back now. It's
Shove butt.
there's a clearest, evidently the best video in history was filmed in Brazil. A mysterious object hovering in the sky over the city of Cabruda or something like that has gone viral on social media. It was filmed on the 21st of all times.
huh? Really?
Yeah.
Coincidence? Or should I say a coinky dink?
Hey, Ruben.
There
Hey, long
There
time.
you are.
That ain't
Hey,
John
Jim.
in my head.
Hey,
Hello,
Ruben.
Jim.
Hey, ER, what life?
Hey, what's
What's
up,
up,
Jim?
buddy?
Hi, Jim.
Hey, Lake, good to see you.
Good
All
to
the
see you.
all the
Yeah.
rain keeps missing us. Yeah, everybody forgets what happened today in the stock market's only a preview. This happened in October of 2022. The same thing.
Oh, that looks good.
I'm coming to your house to eat.
I have to leave.
I got to get this camera to work right, Bush.
That ain't right. That's just not right.
Oh, it's good.
No,
You know
it
it.
ain't.
Oh, I know it's good, but it ain't right.
Would you rather me do this?
It's
No.
even got
No.
Bob Ross camera malfunction. It's too good. Looks too good to be true.
Ooh, boy.
Damn.
It's the cooking channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no
I
camera.
reported a couple days ago that
No, you ain't either.
Pelosi's husband was buying up Nvidia again.
Right now, people look at this the wrong way. Right now is the time to buy stock.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The thing, I tell you, there's several things going on. They did this in Australia, and I'm trying to contact family members that are for Kamala. They want to put taxes on unrealized capital gains. You know what that's going to cause? That's going to cause the little people to get out of the stock market. Say you make a profit, okay, you don't have to pay taxes till you sell the stock. If they put
Hello,
taxes
Rose.
on unrealized capital gains, it's going to cause the little guys to get out of the stock market, and the only people that are going to be in there are the big millionaires, billionaires.
Yeah.
And the other thing, they want to put unrealized capital gains tax on people's property. Say you bought a house that was worth 100,000. Let's say it's worth 300,000 now. You're going to have to pay capital gains on the difference.
Yeah, when you sell it.
No, not when you sell it. Even if you own it, that's what
on top of it.
on top of it.
Wow.
I found out about this from Ben Carson being on the Sean Hannity, not Sean Hannity, a Mark Levin radio show about 2 years ago. He found all the HUD plans left in the drawers from the previous administration, all the stuff they want to do. They want to basically force the average Joe out of their home with taxes. Look at it like this. I don't know what you paid for your house when you bought it, Bushcraft, and what it's worth now. But if you had to pay the difference in the unrealized capital gains, that would be a burden, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's what they want to do.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Blake, that's a sin. You know that.
What? And she's using a spurtle on them too, boy.
No, it's a wooden spatula.
Oh.
Where is the chopsticks?
In the drawer?
That's what you're supposed to be using.
Nah.
And put some on the saucer and send them to me.
That says parsley butter that I freeze.
All right.
You see how green that is? That's parsley butter.
Oh, I thought it was medicated. I'm sorry.
It's scallops she is cooking, by the way.
Those are medallions.
Now I'm not going to sleep tonight.
I'm not either.
Let's see, some fresh chives. I already got the garlic in there. You got some fresh chives.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing to crypto
Okay.
too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Pure
it's
choice.
actually, I would say, somewhat controlling the market for crypto right now.
Oh,
Well, the thing is, most people aren't aware of bushcraft. You know who sets the price of these stocks? It's the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve probably bought a lot of Apple. Apple was up today, and United Health Group was up today. That's because my grandfather figured this out back in the 40s, what was going on. People they're not going to say this on the financial channels. The Federal Reserve manipulates the stock market. If Trump comes back in office, the head of the SEC will resign, and a man by the name of Burns he doesn't have power, but this guy will take over. What's really wrecking the stock market is all the short selling.
Mm-hmm.
People are buying up all these stocks and through their broker, and then dumping them to keep prices down. Another stock that was up today is the DJT stock.
Well, yeah, and I reported about Google selling half of their stock for the security thing that crashed the other day or last week.
Yeah.
The IT thing.
Right before it happened. You know, that's way too much of a coincidence there.
Well, Trump is for, I was surprised that he mentioned during his speeches Bitcoin. He wants Bitcoin to be the reserve currency. Now, how that's going to affect something like XRP, Coinbase, I have no idea. Because I haven't, look at it like this. Okay, if that becomes the reserve currency, companies like the Black Company and the Van Company and all the banks will have to allow it. Anyone that trades through Vanguard won't let you even do anything with anything. There's a big deal going on with several of these ETFs that are in these cryptocurrencies, and one of these days, all the banks and all these other companies are just going to have to embrace it because too many people.
Oh yeah, and that's what Biden's been against, trying to so that you could use it for, and even both parties accept crypto for donations. So how do they accept it for a donation but don't want to use it?
Because they can't manipulate it like like digital currency. And I've said this before. Okay, what's going to happen with small family farms? These Amish people, they don't believe in using cell phones. They can't take all this stuff online. And I'm against using any of this digital stuff to do a transaction because one click and everything can be wiped out just like that. Oh, and sorry I didn't get a chance to say hello to everyone in chat because it takes I had to close YouTube just to get on here.
I'm going to end up getting a few speeding tickets between here and there.
Well, there's always scallops. So if any of y'all ever make it up this way, I will make you steak and scallops.
What is that like?
These are medallion scallops.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where can you get them? At a grocery store?
Yep.
Okay.
Not here. They're frozen, and I wouldn't eat them if they were.
Well,
Now these get what is that thing where they're caught and then they're driven in the same day?
Yeah, and then flash frozen.
Harvest Mary Moon's gonna have to get us a bunch of them.
Hey,
Those
Harvest Moon.
taters.
There's one thing.
Tell he's country.
Yeah.
There's one thing I found that went down in price: canned salmon at Aldi.
Oh,
I
really?
gotta grab a
I
plate.
don't know what's going on. Canned salmon. You guys remember? Okay, like 15 years ago, you could get canned salmon for like $2 a can at CVS when it was on sale.
Yeah, it's through the roof now.
It's through the roof now, and a lot of it's had to do with the shortage of salmon in the northern Pacific Ocean. But maybe there's more of them to catch now. Because I was shocked.
Well, in Ohio, there's a farm that they changed the DNA of the fish, so it's an actual, mutation, I guess you would.
Hybrid.
They made it fatter and bigger and grows twice as fast.
But that's the farm raised. The stuff in the can is always the wild caught. It says on there. Because I eat that for lunch and jack mackerel. Most people won't have the stomach to eat that. It's the healthiest fish for you.
What type of canned fish were those when you opened up? You got the gagging.
That's a pickle herring.
Okay.
Herring or sardines or.
They cook, Jeff. They cook the fish when it's in the can.
Look, if what is true from what I've seen, them things gonna stay in the can, unopened.
It's brain food. You get about 42 grams of protein.
Yeah.
In a 15-ounce can of jack mackerel.
That's all it is. It's pure protein, really.
Well, I don't see why they call it pure protein when you got to do all that just to eat one.
You have to acquire a taste for it. I've been eating that probably for 30 years now. Canned fish for lunch most days.
You know that TikTok thing they got where they spray some in the car and people think you let gas?
Yeah.
Just get a bunch of people in the car and open up one of them cans.
What I found interesting about when you was talking about the presidency, and you mentioned one particular guy, Mr. Burns. I don't know who he is, but you know who Mr. Burns is? He's the rich guy in The Simpsons, Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
I mean, how funny is that? That caught when you said Mr. Burns. I'm like, why does that sound familiar?
I think his name is Steve Burns. I'll tell you, I don't think Bushcraft Mommy's saying. I found a financial channel a guy has, and this guy is a minister. He actually was a minister for 10 years. He's a really nice young guy. He's about 41, Ace Economics. He does a prayer at the end of his channel. He's just trying to figure this out and help people get ahead.
Yeah.
And I've met a lot of new people on there because a lot of people, it's like to figure out the stock market, it's new to them. They got to figure this out somewhere. And I've been doing this for, gosh, decades.
Yeah. That's what I said about kind of look at the family members of the people in the Senate and stuff.
Yep.
What are they buying?
Well, the thing is, some of the stuff they're buying, I wouldn't buy. These companies that are just too woke.
Yeah, they're actually trying to get them to go up.
And JD Vance, him and his wife, I found what stocks they have. They're worth about $6 million. You figure he came from nothing.
Oh yeah.
He's a self-made man.
Yeah.
I predict. What life?
Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, what's going to happen this week all depends on what happens in the Mideast. If it doesn't get out of hand, I predict. Okay, NVIDIA is going to have a big bounce when their earnings come out August 28th.
Yeah.
Then I think the big question is, okay, historically, most stock market crashes have been in October. They might wait till after the election to crash everything. Then they'll blame it on DJT if he wins. Then, if GDT wins, we're going to have to hear, the same nonsense we heard in 2016 about, a foreign country there that used to be part of the Soviet Union, rigging it. It's like whatever happens, if he wins, they're going to say it's rigged. It is gone to the point of being absurd.
Yeah,
We're living in the bizarre world,
and that's where it gets me is the whole. Oh, Trump is going to ruin democracy, and I'm like, why didn't he ruin it the first 4 years?
And I know people that are upset about that Project 2025. We already have that. It started with a bummer, and look what's going on with this administration.
Yeah,
Orland. We already have Project 2025.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Jeff. I've been talking too much.
Well, I've been kind of talking in chat. Serena's in there telling cow jokes, and I'm just wondering, what do you call a cow rolling down a hill? I call it a milkshake.
Go with that.
Yeah, churned butter.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do that too. That would save you a lot of work.
I still think they're going to switch Kamala out, even though they virtually nominated her. And the thing is, I don't even think they can do that. Okay, does anybody remember what happened in 1968? I remember I was 7 years old watching that when Dan Rather got hit on TV at the DNC convention.
I was born, but I don't remember it.
You ain't no younger than I am.
What?
I was asking Bushcraft. You mean he's younger than I am?
Well, I'm just a month or two younger than you are, Jeff.
Yeah.
But you figure, I remember the 68 and the 72 convention. Back in those days, that was the only thing that was on TV. When you had ABC, NBC, and CBS, it started at 8 o'clock and it was on after 11 o'clock news. And what did they do in the mainstream media? CNN, MSNBC. They didn't show the convention. All they showed was the commentary. I watched a lot of it on YouTube because I was on the internet then. But at least Newsmax showed the whole thing.
Harvest. Them Skeeters has done growed up a little bit, ain't they? She says she's seen Skeeters she can put a saddle on and ride.
Mm-hmm. Skeeter horses.
Skeeter horses.
They're like seahorses. They're the seahorses of land. Yeah, it's a thing in the South. I'll vouch for that.
They got to the 17th, don't they? To switch her out or whatnot.
Well, I think
they already got the nomination because she's got the delegates. They can't touch her now.
Well, it's not done until their thingy.
Hi, Rose.
She has to accept it then.
Well,
it had to be somebody pretty big at that point.
Until then, somebody else could be snubbed in.
I think it's the 22nd of August because I looked.
Is it the 22nd? Okay.
And that would be the second coup. That they don't want that.
Grace, I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much Social Security left the way they're giving it out right now.
No.
And actually, she said earlier that she wanted to raise the age to 70.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Of course, you say that when your bank account's the way it is, you know.
I think she said this in 2019.
Different tax bracket.
The thing is, she just keeps changing her mind. Now she says she's not going to ban fracking. Now, you got to remember, I live in Pennsylvania. Okay, Josh Shapiro has tried to shut down fracking. He says he's for it, but he has blocked every resolution by the state legislator. He's against school choice, and who does that hurt? The Black American people. And he was in Philly recently, and you should see The people just adore him there because Philly's the biggest welfare state in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you can. I mean, even going to the rallies, people are lining the streets on the way to the rally. You see hers, and there's like 12 people waiting outside of a gym.
Yeah, she had
Well,
one here in Georgia the other day in Atlanta.
Yeah, she did get a crowd in Georgia, but as soon as the entertainment was done, they left.
And destroyed the arena and outside too.
Didn't even have 60 people at her rally. At one of them.
She
Do
would
you
not
agree or disagree?
She went after small offenders for marijuana, mainly black people. She would not prosecute MS-13 members. You figure, I read years ago, I think everybody knows, they run the prison system in California. She's afraid of the drug cartels because she's afraid they'll, take care of her.
Duh.
I mean, did you ever wonder that a president would be involved in making it illegal in New York City to have a wood pizza ovens or gas stoves?
Yeah. Well, Josh Shapiro wants Pennsylvania to ban all fossil fuel by 2030, I think it is. And okay, they're against farming. There's a company in California, I saw a video this summer, that made electric tractors. They gave it to a guy that has a farm to test. Well, guess what happened to the company? It went bankrupt.
Oh.
The electric tractor weighs twice as much as a gas or diesel powered tractor because of the value. Okay, my little Kubotas weigh like 1,260, 1,320 pounds. The narrow model, it doesn't have hydraulic capability on it. It's just for mowing and towing or plowing and disking. The electric model weighs 2,500 pounds. It puts out the same amount of torque and horsepower.
Yeah, that's why Microsoft guys, his robotic things down at he couldn't use them on the East Coast because the ground is too soft compared to out in the desert. You can get away with those heavy things
because really big tractors compact well. You take one of these big tractors they're using in Oklahoma, Kansas. I've read that's going to compact the soil down about 2 feet.
Yeah,
because you look at the weight of those things.
Yeah.
And the only way to get rid of soil compaction is to use a subsoiler. And that is really hard. The best thing to do is not compact the soil.
Yeah, especially on a bigger scale is what they're running it on.
Yeah.
Well, you figure you have red clay in Georgia wildlife, probably where you are, right?
Oh yeah.
Then you figure you get in some areas, of North Carolina, near Fort Bragg, it's all sand.
Yeah, that's way up. That's way up north.
That's way north.
Yeah.
So where I am, these soils weathered. Everybody around here calls these soils heavy soil loams, but they weathered from shale, sandstone, and siltstone. I mean, it's hit or miss.
Don't talk about North Carolina like that.
You heard it here first. It's hit or miss. How's the weather been affecting your Christmas trees?
Drought. We had 6/10 of an inch of rain about a week and a half ago, and the grass greened up, but it's dying again. And some of the trees, sellable size, like the Douglas fir, needles burn on the basically the southwest side of the tree from the sun. I mean, what can you do?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Well, like north of us, Allentown, Reading has been getting rain. Actually, central Pennsylvania is above normal rainfall. Being where I am 25 miles from Philly, it just keeps missing us.
Thank you, Mike. That's what I've been saying, but nobody understands it.
Mike Jones knows.
And Jennings said something I did not know either. Ford is making vehicles to report speeders.
It's in the software.
They're having a big well, another I ain't gonna say it's big. They always have them, but a couple of our work trucks, we had to take them up and have them inspected next week. One of them is something to do with a brake line, and one of them is something else. I forget what the issue was.
Really?
Yeah, the dealership sent my boss a letter letting them know that those trucks fell in that category and set up an appointment and go in there and check it. And either it's an issue or they got to fix it.
Or a sensor, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times, yeah, it's just resetting a sensor or a computer, for these newer vehicles.
One thing I like about my little Kubotas are they don't require diesel exhaust fluid. If a diesel engine is over 25 horsepower, it's got to use that stuff. And according to the Kubota dealer, it's created so many problems with these Kubotas. Because if you get low on the diesel exhaust fluid, the tractor won't start. It's like someone that has a Dodge pickup or a Ford that runs on diesel. If you're running out of diesel exhaust fluid, you can't start the vehicle.
Yeah. Yep.
True.
Yeah, that's one of the first things I would do, because the cheaper ones for a van with a 7.3 diesel, one of the first thing is put a pressure gauge on the fuel line for the diesel, because once that pressure goes down, that's when you start having issues. And if you can get it before it starts causing issues, it's better. And that's why it's important to put pressure gauges on the fuel line.
Then the thing is with farming, anything that has to have an electronic sensor, it's going to wear out prematurely because of being exposed to all the dust and organic matter.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Mike Jones, you know where the future of Tesla is? It's not with their cars. It's with all the technology he has created.
Well, with all the technology in vehicles, why is it they have not come up with something to stop high-speed chases with cops? Why is it a cop cannot push a button and stop certain cars? If
They will in the future.
Oh, they're doing that now.
Yeah,
They do have that in some, yeah.
They can, but there's certain laws.
Baloney.
Well, there is. It's it's your vehicle. It's just like they can't go in, and they have to have a reason to stop you and a reason to search your vehiul.
And some aspects of high-speed cases, though, they do use the rollout strips.
Yeah.
The chain, the spikes, it pops the tires.
Yeah, that's different than having access to a vehicle. Because right now you would have to call it in, and you would have to get a court order and all that. That they'll figure a way around it eventually. In the newer vehicles, there'll be a thing to where to buy this vehicle, you have to say okay to this, and this, and then that's you give them rights to stop your car whenever they want to, basically.
Especially with some vehicles have their own built-in Wi-Fi capabilities.
Yeah.
You get your car is like a mobile Wi-Fi at that point.
Yeah, exactly. That because there's more people. They a lot of times they do more damage by chasing than just letting them go and picking them up some other time.
Well, see,
because if it's just a stolen car and there was no thing involved, you don't chase them. You follow them until you can't, and then you try to ID them or or something, because it's not life threatening. But if you chase and that they take out a family minivan, was it worth that, catching that person? Because they just took out a family, you know.
Oh, in the city of Philadelphia, police aren't allowed to chase criminals in their vehicles anymore.
Mm-hmm. Too many
Really?
people died
Yep.
from the chases.
I can understand that, you know, but if you fixing to do a
You
chase,
making steak now?
No, it's gonna marinate till tomorrow. Though.
Oh,
Mhm. Just a little preview.
This
now
is
what is this?
so This is New York's sirloin.
What is that going for, Pam, on sale
for
like?
a minute.
I'd have to check the garbage. Actually, I think I took the garbage out from this morning. It
Dixie,
was,
you ready to go to New York?
I think it was. I want to say it was on sale for like $5.99 a pound, and the scallops were like 10 something a pound.
Turn.
Are they baby scallops or full size scallops?
They're medallions. They're big.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you want to see those cooked and how they?
No, don't torture us again.
That's
Lee.
all I could do to not wake up Bigfoot and just taste one, but I mean,
Bushcraft, cut her camera, will you?
Thank you, you are.
I cut it for you. So after those are cooked, we'll cut them, and that'll probably be at least 6 pieces out of those 2 big steaks.
Mike Jones, is that nationwide or just certain states?
yeah, it's a state thing.
Oh, okay.
We have the lowest beef herd in this country than we've ever had. And the thing with them, with cow flatulence, you figure there were more buffalo and bison in the Midwest than there ever were cows, and they put out just as much flatulence.
I ain't gonna say what I want to.
Grace just put her in.
Yeah.
And the thing they don't get is it's just like animal manure. Okay, when anything disintegrates, it's going to give off heat. I know people that live in California. If you want to cut a dead tree down on your property, you got to get a permit and go through the state agency. It has just gotten out of hand.
Really?
Jim,
Yep.
I ain't heard a word you said. I'm
Jeff,
listening to
Jeff, just take it easy, bro. Take it easy.
I'm about ready to eat my laptop.
How about last night's meatloaf with onions and green peppers from the garden?
There you
You
go.
really know how to hurt somebody or insult.
Well, she good cook. She's a good cook.
Now
We
they're
got
about,
peppers galore this year.
and I don't care, Bushcraft. I'm sorry, but somewhere along the line, there's always food.
Right.
That
She
was
can
last
take
night's
the stick
meatloaf.
out of the backyard and make it look in the pan.
We have about 50 cucumbers, too many now.
Send them my way. I'll pickle them.
Well, that's what I've been eating for snacks. Pickled, you put vinegar, salt, and garlic and some dill in a container and put the cucumbers in there. And the thing I found, when the cucumbers get bigger and the skin gets lighter colored, they're softer.
Well, I'll tell you, no lie, I've grown 2 rows of cucumbers, and I have yet to pickle any because they never made it to the house. And I ain't talking about cucamelon either.
You ever have tomato cucumber salad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About every other night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got so many tomatoes, they're coming out of my ears.
So that
Yeah.
had,
I gotta make sauce. I can't even give them all away.
Uh,
I gave everyone that I can think of, and we still have bags and bags of them in the fridge.
We definitely coming up there.
And the hot water has hurt the Swiss chard.
Come on over.
Oh yeah, my spinach it bolted like right away. It didn't even hardly form leaves, and it was already bolting from the
Swiss
heat.
chard is more resilient than spinach around here.
Oh yeah.
You ever had a cucumber salad, Lake?
Well, it depends on what kind of cucumber salad. One that Bushcraft makes or the one my Pop used to make.
Well, the one we make is cucumbers, onions, Miracle Whip, and
Oh, you just killed it.
Yeah.
well, now I
Miracle
will
Whip
agree.
sucks.
I will agree on that. I'm a Duke's mayonnaise 100%.
I just
But
opened
I've
it.
tried it with both, and it's better than Duke's.
Oh, don't hate me for this. I bought rainbow Swiss chard seed, where you get 3 kinds of Swiss chard colors. It was on sale at Tractor Supply, where some had a green stem, some had a red stem, and some had a yellow stem.
Yeah, you missed the meatloaf, Bushcraft. I showed the meatloaf I made yesterday.
Oh,
Does anyone want to know what I make with the leftover meatloaf besides sandwiches and just leftovers?
meatloaf sandwich.
Tacos.
Is
I
there any
actually-
other thing you make with meatloaf? It has to be meatloaf sandwich.
Well, I actually fry up sausage and I put it with pepperoni and I put that in a big pot with a bunch of sauce. And that's the start of lasagna dinner. I use leftover meatloaf in my lasagna.
There you
I'm
go.
like this. When Mama made meatloaf when I was growing up, we had supper for a week, sandwiches and everything.
Oh yeah.
Not here. If it made it past the first night, their sandwiches were done
Well,
that night.
Y'all haven't seen the pans I work with. Let me show you my pans.
My
Well,
wife makes sauce to put on the meatloaf. She uses ketchup, brown sugar, and some spices. It's like barbecue sauce.
Yeah. When my kids was here, we like for spaghetti, it was 5 pounds of ground beef.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the meat part. So you can imagine what
Lord
took
have
for
mercy.
everything else.
That's the size pan I like right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like, that's a big pan.
Yeah, I got
Well,
one kid.
what do you-
That's what he used for his dish.
Smorgasbord.
Bushcraft, when my kids was living at home, nobody liked chili beans. But yet, when I made a 5-quart crock pot full, it was gone within an hour. And I only had one bowl.
Yeah, that's the first thing my son asked for is you're gonna make chili when I get there, right?
Oh. Well, if he's asking for that, you must make a mean chili.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Hey, BLT.
What I used to do is well, there's 2 different kinds of chili. I would make a really really thick chili that we would take tortilla chips and pour over top of it and put cheese on top of it and bake it a little bit, and that's how we eat it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like it
And
that
then
way
there's the
too.
regular chili.
Mike.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing about.
I'm sorry, I'm done. But I'm at your service anytime you want to show food, Bushcraft.
Now my stomach's growling.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Good to see you, Greg.
Greg Bryson.
Yeah, we don't need all that virtual food. We can just have that real life cooking with. And I ain't fancy.
I'm gonna have to go fix me a fried bologna sandwich now.
Ooh, fried bologna is good.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's made me think of something. Yeah, I found out in the past year, the state police and the game wardens carry Remington, shotguns in their vehicles. Guess what they carry now? They replaced all their shotguns with ARs.
Bazookas.
I thought you were going to say taser guns or something.
No, ARs.
Shit, yeah.
Well,
I'll be
there-
carrying a bazooka.
What does that tell everybody?
Mhm.
They're ready for something.
They're arming
Yeah.
when
A
they
lot more
start
fried bologna sandwiches.
upgrading to and I bet you that they're
I hear
not
you talking. I gotta go to
semi-automatic.
the kitchen. Wait a minute. I ain't got
They're
no
semi-automatic.
Oh, they don't have full auto on them?
I don't think they do.
Oh, well, that's odd.
They could, but I don't know if they. I don't think they do. Because
Yeah,
I
I
found
like
this
the-
out over the
the-
bad check guy and the game wardens told me.
I don't like the sliced bologna. I like getting the
Slab.
big ring
Yeah.
and then making a slab of fried bologna. I don't like it when it turns into a sombrero.
I like the German bologna, even though it's not very healthy.
Yeah, well, cut it and then it looks like a Pac-Man. I like getting the big thick piece of bologna.
Mhm.
And if you can smoke it and then fry it, oh, it's even better.
What is it with you and smoking food tonight?
Yeah, it's redneck bird
You're
ends.
supposed to eat it, not smoke it. Just kidding.
So is 101 happy with his new job?
I don't know now because I heard things because I wasn't there last night, so
Yeah.
evidently he's got a fan, evidently. Something about from what I gathered, they have parking spots, and 101 decided to pick the leader's parking spot and park in his spot, and they had words, and then something about 101 was stalking his Facebook and seen him post threats. So
Oh,
that's what I got out of it, and I didn't watch it, so I don't know completely, but
He doesn't have good luck with anything he does in a vehicle.
yeah, to me it would have been, I'd park down in my own spot and don't worry about somebody else, and it'd been over with.
Yeah, go to work, do your job, punch out, go home.
I wanted to tell everyone, I may have done it in one of my videos. Okay, Pennsylvania is advertising free solar. We had estimates on this, and it's not free at all.
Oh, and there's no free.
oh no.
Well, they claim it's free. The Tesla, okay, they deduct the tax credit, and I found out from my CPA. We're not going to do it. They can't deduct the tax credit. You got to do that on your 1040, which is $6,000. It comes out that if you would pay for it in cash, it's about $22,000. If you finance it, it's $38,000. Then there's one company, my sister might actually do it, where they put solar panels on your house, and they sell you the solar at a 1/3 reduced rate. And then after 20 years, you own the stuff. But if you want to get the backup battery, it's anywhere from $9,600 to $12,000 with a switch, so you can store electricity in case the
Yeah,
grid.
That's the
and
thing.
it's his neighbor, I guess. Because
What-
I thought because he has issues with is it a Mustang or a Camaro?
Camaro, I think.
Camaro guy.
Yeah, and that's his neighbor too. So I didn't. Is it the same neighbor, or is it a different neighbor that he's going to have issues with now?
Hopefully a different one. That'd be awkward to get a job at the place Camaro guy was working at, not know it
Yeah.
and just get like, man, how long you been here?
Oh, it's a Mustang. Okay, see,
Maybe they could turn out to be
or
friends.
was the Camaro guy that chased him down the road? I can't keep track of all these people after 101.
Mustang crew. Gotta watch out for him.
Yeah. Hopefully he gets to an age to where when somebody cuts him off, he says, "Have a nice day," and keeps driving.
Francine says different.
Oh, okay. So that's a different one. Okay. Well, at least
I must take
not the same one.
it. Too much interesting life for me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gotten to the point I hate even going to a store to buy anything.
Why? Because of the prices?
Not the prices, just having to deal with other people. My wife does most of the shopping.
Yeah, he did message me about slushy incident because he showed me pictures of his stickers in the back, and I thought, ooh, I don't know if I'd put those on a new truck because you're probably going to get keyed or something like that. Would be my first thought because their people just don't like Trump.
When I'm working out towards the road, I see trucks go by that have Trump flags on it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, that's all we really have up here. So.
And if anybody put the Trump sign in front of their house, like the last election, okay, there were reports on the news and local stuff I found on the internet where they did stuff to the person's property when they weren't home.
Yeah, that ain't right.
We don't have any issues with that up here because the Trump signs have already started. And if you don't have an American flag or a Trump sign or a flag, they're voting for Jesus. So that's all we got up here. I mean, you might see one or two for miles and miles, one or two of the other ones. That's
That's
it.
because of where you live, like where I live. I got all over this neighborhood.
You got what all over your neighborhood?
Liberals.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a property next door that's a resort now.
We have some.
Really?
They're very slim.
Well, this guy built this. We had a neighbor. We had all kinds of problems with this guy, and he lost all these properties to sheriff's sale. And he put these additions on, and the house is 9,900 square feet. And they rent this thing out for wedding receptions. It's a venue, and it's like every weekend when the weather's nice outdoors, you can hear like they have a band there sometimes, and the township just looks the other way.
Oh, evidently the rain passed me and didn't hit me. It was like a wall of clouds, and then evidently it just split right around my county. And
Have you walked around your property barefoot all the way around?
I wouldn't do it barefoot, like at all.
In his own yard? Oh, you wouldn't like me. I'm barefoot all the time. I'm barefoot right now.
well, that's how I garden is barefoot.
I'm sorry, I'm reading chat, the comments on what I posted.
Well, I tell you, trying to get this past week, I was using the chainsaw, just trying to keep the hedgerows in shape. I'm using a pole saw to like cut down, because like on two sides of the property, we got hedgerows where stuff from the park I can't cut down, and stuff's like growing over the roadway. And I got to get on a ladder and use a pole saw to try to cut stuff off, which is a real pain in the rear. Then I use the tractor and a chain and drag all this stuff to the backyard. Then I burn it when it dries out. It's like a never-ending battle to maintain the hedgerows. Plus, every now and then, you find I hit a copperhead snake with the Kubota.
Oh, I bet you like that.
I cannot walk around my property barefooted. We got fire ants all over the place.
Plus, Rosa multiflora, pecker bush, and
A pecker bush.
grow wild around here. Bush and olive tree and black locust that have thorns on them.
Did you say a pecker bush?
Pecker bush, the Rosa multiflora that gets real big.
Bushcraft, I'm going to send chills up Jim's spine. I'm only going to show the lower half. I was even barefoot in a different state last week. My sniffer toes were all into the out.
But you never know when you could step on a yellow jacket nest.
Oh, there's a lot of bees out there too. So
We have those in our yard sometimes, and I just stick something in there and they're gone.
And there's white-faced hornets. I haven't seen as many this year as other years.
Oh,
White-faced.
they're mean, aren't they? They're mean, those white-faced
Yes.
hornets.
They won't bother you unless you disturb the nest. I've found nests I sprayed that are the size
Shit,
of a
put
ball
them
ball
on calculation.
yeah, I get to.
I've seen hornets nests that are like 18, 24 inches in height.
You can get good money for those if you clear them out, and you can sell that hornet's nest for a lot of money.
Yeah.
There's people around here that'll remove them, but you got to pay them like $50.
Well, anytime I see white-faced hornets around here, all I gotta do is look for the nest. Guaranteed there's one close.
Mhm.
Yeah, that we have a lot of yellow jacket nests that when you mow, you have to be careful because they'll come out and attack you. So
Yeah.
I just stick the rake or the hoe and stick it in the hole and then
Mow around it.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
take it out.
I just
Because
grab one of our Widowmakers and just jab it in the hole, and then because I check the whole yard before I mow, because we've got so much. Yeah.
believe it or not, those are good. They'll actually kill bugs in your garden.
Mhm.
They'll go after the caterpillars and stuff like that. So I don't try to kill them. I just
Yep.
you know plug their little hole up for a little bit and do the mowing.
That's why I said just stick something in the hole and it's taken care of.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I
then
have a gas-powered mist blower, a Stealth 400 that I spray Christmas trees with for, insect problems occasionally and fungus. I go up to hornet nest, like get 20 foot away, 15 foot away, and keep spraying it with pesticide till I kill almost all of them in the daylight. Haven't gotten stung yet doing that.
Oh, Grace. That's a big
Now,
problem.
Mike, ain't that how they located what they call murder hornets? Tied a string to his leg with a white cloth and followed it back to the nest and killed him.
How you gonna tie a string to it though?
We got those cicada killers that look like murder hornets. Those things are huge.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. If you want to get hurt real quick, stay in the room with me when I hear a hornet. If you in my way, you won't be. Because I'll even make a new door.
Another thing you can do is take a bottle. I would suggest a bigger one like this. And if you need to get them out of there to close them off, I'm not going to remove this top, but I'm just going to demonstrate if the top was off. You can stick this, make sure your bottle's got some room, like some airhead space, and you stick the bottle in the hole, and the bees will fly up the bottle through the water up to here. And if you're quick and careful and brave, you can stick the cap back on. It'll take all those bees out.
But how are you gonna get
it long enough to make sure you got all them bees?
How are you gonna get it in the hole without getting stung?
Huh?
How are you gonna get it in the hole of the hornet's nest without getting stung?
Well, you take the cap off and you jab the bottle in there with the water in it, and they come up. So you drown the bees out, and then they come straight up. But like I said, you got to have a bigger bottle to do that with, like maybe a 2 or 3 liter bottle, and you stick it in the hole, and as it bubbles, and it'll come back up because water doesn't always sink right into the ground right away.
Oh, let me tell you the worst thing I ever done is when I was mowing, I found a yellow jacket nest, okay? I poured 2 2-liter bottles of fluid into the hole. And I drew a line with the fluid and I ignited it. And I was on the other side of the vehicle. Well, after the boom, and stuff started coming down, my body got covered with yellow jackets.
Mm.
What I've done with yellow jackets is take a 5-gallon bucket, fill it up with water about 2/3 of the way, put a couple ounces of 7 pesticide in there, and just dump it in the hole.
Huh.
You know what? I really don't appreciate this talk because my local minor league team is called the Green Jackets.
We have them too, the Green Jackets. It's a local football. Like,
really?
For anyone. Actually, my friend Paul, he passed away well, I'm not going to get into that. That was a big thing here, but he was actually a coach. Yep.
Plus, I found I got stung water in trays. I didn't realize it was there. Sometimes you'll see a yellow jacket nest in a tray. Aerial yellow jackets.
Well, trust me, when you clear land, that is the first thing you look for. And me and another guy, it was 3 of us in this crew. Me and the other guy could be sitting on the backhoe, pulling up roots and everything, and hit a yellow jacket's nest. Every time they would bypass us and attack our supervisor every goddamn time.
Yeah, I'll show you the team I played on for a little bit. Wasn't that long because my shoulder messed up. There we go.
Oh, I like their hat.
Albuquerque Dukes.
Oh, man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they had a very, very small
the Dukes. I like that.
Team.
What
or stadium.
What position did you play?
Pitcher.
That takes a lot of skill.
Yeah. Well, I had a coach that taught me how to throw curves way too early. My arm wasn't developed enough. And now it's a party favor. I can pop it in and out of my socket. So, and it sounds and when I move it around, sounds like there's sandpaper in there.
Well, now that's how Houdini done a bunch of his illusions, getting out of stuff. Straight jackets.
Oh, yeah, just so did Riggs. What was his?
You mean the tennis guy, Bobby Riggs?
No,
Martin Riggs from
Martin Riggs. Yeah. I was like, what was his first name? Because I only remember him calling him Riggs. Murdaugh always called him Riggs.
Oh yeah, from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, that was the thing. Everyone you knew it was coming. Banging the shoulder on something and dislocating it.
That's got to be painful. Dislocate your shoulder.
It's not.
Really?
Yeah. Well, if your shoulder is a normal shoulder, it would hurt. But if it's like mine, I can take my hand and pop it in and out.
Huh.
Because the cartilage is done gone.
Can I show this, you think?
Food, you're fired.
No more food. It's like here. See, the bee comes right out.
Oh.
Boom. That's what I was talking about. Now my
But
camera's.
I don't think that would work too well with hornets, though. You get too close to the nest. I'm looking at these hornets nests I found. They have a system. One flies in and one flies out. It's like nonstop. There might be a hornet go in and come out every second. Some of these white-faced hornets nests have 500 hornets in them.
I mean, this thing's pretty dang big.
Bees aren't too bad. Hornets are awful.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Grace.
Mm.
Bag.
I used to know somebody that did that on the radio towers. He used to work up on the radio towers and use the GoPro thing on the back of his helmet.
Oh,
Because I'm getting work done on the house next week, and I asked the guys, I said, what do you guys do if you find, because we've had yellow jacket nest already get in the soffit, and I've climbed the ladder with a backpack mist blower to hit them, and I said, well, they said, well, it's no big deal as long as we don't get stung while on the roof. They said they all carry their own bug spray in the summer. Because last thing you want is somebody on the roof that gets stung and falls off your roof.
oh, yeah.
Then I found out about this. Well, we're not going to do this anyways. Tesla has come out with roofs that are solar panels. The thing we don't like about getting solar on the house is they got to drill a hole. When we get this new roof, would somebody want holes drilled through their new shingles?
Yeah, they actually have solar panels that are a shape of shingles now.
Yeah.
Because I see commercials on YouTube for that all the time.
Yeah. Well, what probably has seen them.
Yeah, we got a crew. We hadn't done a bunch of jobs lately, but we've done a few solar panel jobs. The only thing with that, yeah, you can get it installed, but it has to be done properly. I forget the name of the company we deal with, but they come out and they kind of build like a plan custom to your house and how it's set up and stuff. But even with that, if you don't have the capability to harness the power that you're receiving, you're not really getting much of a benefit from it. You may get a little bit cheaper price, but inevitably you would want the ability to store some power, you know. Let's just say you get a week of rain and you get little sun, you know, you have to have something to have a backup power for what you're what the panels are taking in.
Okay.
And you figure these batteries have a warranty of 10 to 12 years. And I remember because, okay, I'm not even looking at it anymore. We got like 30 estimates from Energy Sage from signing up to a place. Because I thought, I just wanted to find out, you know, it's a gimmick, really.
All of it is.
You mean pollinate? Tomatoes are easy. Just bang them around a little bit. They self pollinate. Most tomatoes. There are some that you actually need bees, or you can get a feather and do it yourself on those types. But most tomato plants, a lot of people use electric toothbrushes. Vibrates
Now,
the plant.
I ain't never tried a feather on a tomato. Is that something new?
You don't need to on a tomato, on most tomatoes, but there are some that actually you need to pollinate, because there are like some plants that you use feathers to pollinate.
Well, let me rephrase that. I've never got kinky with a feather in a tomato.
You never got kinky with a tomato.
Just the feather.
There's another way of looking at everything with solar. I know a CPA. This is his thinking. This guy is actually pretty conservative. He got solar panels on his house and he bought an electric car. His whole thing is if a shit situation happens and the grid goes down, he'll still be able to go out and drive around with his electric car. And this guy isn't a liberal at all. But I won't go spend $30,000 for a Tesla car.
Yeah, and then what is it? 3 years down the road, you have to change out the batteries.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
just like the gross vehicle weight things of those is bigger than my truck. Just a little small, you know, Tesla car. I see them all around here.
Oh yeah.
I had a customer.
I don't make that much money to own one.
I had a customer that came out with one of those Rivian SUVs These people send their kids to the let's see, the Quaker Friends School. These people are loaded, and they told me the car can drive itself. I said, well, but they're afraid to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want nothing like that.
It's like, go ahead, and you got your hands right here ready for it to freak out and take off road or something.
I'd be more paranoid than normal driving.
Yeah.
And the thing some of these companies are doing, it's really big in China and they're selling to Africa, is they have AI buses and taxis. And if there was a problem with that, there's no way a human inside that thing could take control of it.
Well, they don't have. There's some now that don't have a steering wheel.
That's my whole thing.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Well,
there's
now I saw where a cop pulled over a car for running a stop sign, and it was one of them self-driving cars. He didn't know how to give it a ticket.
That's a joke, I take it.
No, that's real.
Yeah, he tried to give a ticket to the passenger.
Did he?
He said, well, I ain't to have nothing to do with it, you know. He
Blame
said,
it.
this is a self-driving car. And he said, you serious?
The software probably doesn't pick up the speed limit signs, would be my thinking.
Yeah, it takes a lot to integrate all that in. Definitely.
But I still think, okay, look at it like this, because I keep up on this stuff. They're making a lot of medical advances using AI. They are figuring out ways how to harness energy. If they could find cures for diseases, AI is a good thing. But all of us know it can be misused, like Terminator, Battlestar Galactica with Cylons.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the downfall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because AI will say, oh, we're trying to protect you because humans are self-destructive. And we're here to save you.
Tesla has made some of these, okay, I don't even know what you call them, robots that work in the factory. They have programs for ones to pick crops now.
Oh, you haven't seen the latest one that'll be out next year. It's an actual robot that'll be in your house doing your dishes and, you know, laundry and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But what does it do when it's done doing the work in the house? You probably can't even turn it off.
It's almost like a girlfriend or wife.
Well, there was a show about this. I Human, I think it was called. It was a series, and they look like humans, but obviously weren't because different eyes and whatnot. But
crazy.
The husband late one night decided to give it a try, and
I think that's what it was.
They have all the parts, you know, and ended up it was recorded and stuff, and it didn't turn out good for the guy.
They'll have AI pets that live forever. They'll have robot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already have those through Boston Dynamics.
Tamagotchis.
Yeah, I remember Tamagotchis. Yeah. The virtual pets.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want one at all. I like a dog that actually eats food.
Right.
That you can hug and licks your back.
And that whole AI robot thing, I think, is out of control.
Yeah, I did kidney beans for the challenge, and they're yellow, so they're ready to. I'm gonna let them go a little bit because I don't want them to eat. I want them to, so I have double the crop next year.
Right. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like the dark red ones the best.
Yeah.
Dark red
kidney beans
is good with pork chops with garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Not the pink ones, the dark red ones. Then you gotta remember, my wife is Italian. She garlic and everything. She's 100% Italian.
I'm not Italian, but I I go through more garlic probably than Italian.
Oh,
I
I
love
I
love
go
garlic
through,
too.
garlic.
I mean, I just cooked with garlic a little bit ago. I mean, I went through a whole garlic since we've been home already.
Yeah, that recipe said 2 cloves of garlic. I'm like, yeah, right.
A double or triple that. That's
Yeah,
probably why we stay mostly pretty healthy, you know?
yeah.
Garlic and
Garlic's
olive
good for
oil.
you, as long as you don't get it from China.
It's getting harder to get olive oil, even when it's on sale. Like my wife went to ShopRite. She drove 8.5 miles. They didn't even have it in the store. It was all
Oh,
sold out.
really? Oh, that must be just the area. And it's expensive, though. Olive oil has definitely gone up.
Yeah.
It went down a little, but it's still super expensive.
Yeah,
Was it a specific brand or were they out of all olive oils?
It was the one that was on sale. It was like buy one get one half.
Okay, I got you.
If you cut it, you can get a rebate or what is it called?
Rain check.
Rain check.
Yeah, rain check. That's what it's been a while, so I don't know. Yeah, she should
and
get,
Lake, did you guys go to Rural King?
yes.
There's
Oh,
none
did
around
you?
here, Bushcraft.
I got a new hat at Rural King. Oh, and I got those.
Did you see the olive oil though?
I didn't even look. I should.
Oh, and honey, raw honey.
Oh, the honey I saw, but I get
Yeah,
it. You know me, I get it from the
yeah,
local beekeepers and bring it back, and I have the kind from here that yeah.
yeah. And it's not cooked or anything too, so it's the good stuff.
Yeah, it's the raw honey. It's got the sugar and everything else. They got big things of that too. I did get a hat though. Go get it.
Okay, if
Yeah,
someone makes a sandwich,
they're
instead of putting margarine or butter on it, put a little olive oil on it. It's healthier.
Mm-hmm. Oh, olive oil is good just to take a spoonful of.
Yeah.
That's I made that oregano with olive oil, and that's some of the best. And I'm not a doctor or anything, but for natural antibiotic.
It's supposed to be good for your arteries, your cholesterol.
Yeah.
Like my wife made potatoes tonight and I had salmon. You know, it was actually frozen Soho salmon. She always cooks the potatoes in olive oil. No more vegetable oil at all.
Yeah, I don't use
Vegetable
vegetable
oil
oil.
is
That's
bad.
horrible.
I
That's
know it's good.
vegetable
Canola
oil.
oil is bad
Oil.
too.
No, I don't use anything but olive oil.
They say there's a shortage of olive
Sunflower
oil.
is not good either. Well, depending on the sunflower.
I got my popcorn seasoning. You know what? I waited 2 years and I kept forgetting to get it. And, it really wasn't that great. I was very disappointed. And then I was going to get another lake cat, but it was very rainbowy for me. So I got.
Grease.
Like it.
Oh,
Yo.
Well, yeah, but why can't I get this to work? Is it the lighting?
Y'all need Jesus.
There you go. Yep.
I see it. There you go.
Yeah. And then that's grace and truth. I like it.
Speaking of lighting, because we can't get incandescent bulbs anymore, we had to get dimmer switches and switch to LED down here.
Hey, look.
What is it? Oh, Romans. Okay.
623. Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off. My head is starting to be like a pinball here. It's bouncing off the table.
Make sure you drink some water, but don't drink enough or you're going to get up 25 times during the night.
Well, just have Dixie smack you upside the head real quick.
That's why it's bobbing now. How dare that woman cook in the same pot she beats me with?
Well, that's just killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Stone pot.
Just don't cook in the same pot you pee in.
Y'all have a good one. Be good
Take care,
or
Jeff.
be good at it. And I'll catch y'all later.
You have a
Yeah,
good
you,
night, Jeff.
you have a good night.
Good night,
Thank
buddy.
I'm on. All right. Bye.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh,
Yeah,
salmon patties. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, salmon patties are real good. Bigfoot loves them. Yeah, we like the salmon though that you get big one when they go
Yeah.
on sale, like 5 or 8.99 a pound, and it's the wild caught. And
Yeah, that's better.
yeah, I like actually baking that in the oven. You can even do it with a skin on it. Just throw some
Oh, I
olive
always leave the skin.
oil.
Yeah.
Yep, because when you're done, you just slice it off, and then it lifts right off
Yeah.
the skin. You don't have to worry about it. But if you don't want to cook it with a skin, you can do the flash boil on top and just pour the water off. Take a fork, roll it off, and just get rid of it. But we
Have
like
you
sweet burp.
ever cooked the skin, salmon skin or trout skin, in
Get the
just the
fish
skin
oil.
itself, not the fish, but the skin in bacon grease until it gets real crispy? Oh,
Yeah, like a potato chip. I do
oh
that actually with smelt. So when I do the smelt, I just chop off the head and you cook everything. So you eat everything. The bones are
yeah.
like a sardine. But smelt is really, really, really good. We used to go ice fishing, my dad and I, and we would rent a cabin up in Amsterdam and we would fish the whole weekend and we would go back and just season the flour and just slap them in the flour and just cook them in the pan until the tails were like a potato chip. Oh, so good.
Mm,
So good.
I bet that
Yeah,
will.
everybody can see it unless they have, and unless they're using a cell phone, then it
Um,
just shows the screen.
yeah. And then Serena, for you, if you're not seeing everyone, like right now, I'm actually back to top because I showed that video and then I came back. Make sure you're in all messages. So there's these three little little lines up there if you're on your phone. And then you click those and it'll say top messages and all messages. Make sure you have all messages clicked. I remember that when I didn't know that, and that made
I
a
don't know
world
why they have a difference. I don't know why it's just not all one together to begin with.
right.
Well, big channels is why.
Is
Okay.
one life on a
When
cell phone or a computer?
I'm on my
whenever
mobile.
you get like 10,000 or 30,000 people in a chat, you put it to the people who chat the most will show up.
Okay. Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the clarity of someone using a cell phone on chat, the video is better than a web camera like me.
I don't like listening to myself. I always think I sound weird.
Everybody does.
Say, who is this schmuck? I don't know this guy. Oh, that's me.
Yeah. Hi, not too bad. And yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here. It's
Thanks for having me
we're
on.
3.5 hours. Oh yeah, anytime.
Nice to see you.
Let me check if there's anything else going on over there.
Yeah, I don't usually get a chance to use the computer except for stuff I have to do during the day till like my wife, she goes to bed early and then I get on about 9:30 in the evening.
And I'm sorry about the crickets in the house, but Braxis must have missed he must have missed a piece of food.
I
The
got a
one,
fly taking the Holly outside. We got flies in the garage and it's like, I hate summer. Flies come in the house. I've been
oh
trying to get,
no,
Oh, I hate the
I hate
gnats.
no, this is Braxis. Braxis is our dragon, and he eats crickets and superworms. And when I fed him earlier, I think one got away again.
Up by Lake George.
Because I've been able to kill a few on the monitor screen with this. They're annoying, these flies. Where's ER been? He hasn't been talking in a while.
Well, I'm getting ready to sing, Jim.
I can,
Figured out which one.
he can hit them high notes. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. We'll see you probably Sunday at I don't know if they're going to be on or not. Vineyard Chicks this Sunday or not. So just keep an eye open for them at 10:30, and then Dig Deeper Ministry at 11:05, and probably see you.
Dig Deep Ministry.
Yeah, we'll see you back here Monday night. Is that still Cat?
So, Rick, what time is Bigfoot? Is he in the morning or late in the evening?
Morning.
11 in the morning. Yeah.
I'll mix it then.
Yeah. And we will catch you guys on the next one.
Night, everybody.
Good night.